All right, ready?
Yep. Good morning. It's Friday. You have stumbled across KHEA Radio's Facebook page, the best way to start your Friday morning, maybe even every morning, every weekday.
Yeah, so make sure that you go and like KHEA Radio on Facebook. It's going to be great for you. This is going to be awesome. We got a great show for you today.
We're giving away a Burger Nation gift card that we happen to rediscover, but we're so excited. So that gift card is going to be given to you today. Potentially, you have the chance to win. They open today at 11, and they're going to be serving up some delicious cheeseburgers. If you can see, maybe it's some deep fried Oreos. There's a keto option. There's actually a couple of keto options. I'm looking at that one. That's a new one. This is awesome.
Yeah, so all you have to do in order to be eligible to win is like this video, share this video, and then make sure that you comment a burger emoji, and you have a chance to win that gift card. You can come out here and enjoy this for free. We're going to be talking to Burger Nation, NASA, kind of about everything, and then we're also going to be talking to Texas Chronicles History, Mystery, and Adventure at 10 o'clock. So a lot going on today.
Yeah, there's a ton, but we are excited. We're going to get into all of it. It's going to be so much fun. Hey, what's up? Good morning, Ashley. Good morning, Michelle. She said, I see a keto burger sign. Yes, it's true. They have the keto burger options here. I know they've done some cheese, and then I actually looked up there, and that looks like it's different. It looks like it's new. It's like on a bed of fried cheese, and, man, that looks so good. And, you know, for me right now, that may be perfect because I'm on – I don't like to use the word diet, but I'm on a lifestyle change.
Lifestyle change, meaning that you can't eat what we're going to be having today.
Well, you know what? I can eat bread. Like, that's what I like about this one. It's like I'm allowed to eat carbs in the morning. I'm allowed to eat carbs for lunch, but it's no carbs in the evening. Just like protein and fat. Which sounds funny because, you know, growing up, it's always like, you're not supposed to eat fat. You know, fat is bad. This is fat-free. But the more that we've learned, like, your body needs fat to feel full. Your body needs fat in order to, like, continue reaching your goals.
I think the biggest difference, though, is making sure that you don't use, like, sugar. So, like, sugar-free is kind of the big thing for me. So if you're just tuning in, make sure that you share this video out because when you do, you have a chance to win a gift card to come try Burger Nation NASA today. We're giving away a gift card. All you have to do is like, share, and then comment a burger emoji in order to win.
You know what's interesting about the burger emoji and how this differs from some of the other ones? Like, we were giving away Moody Gardens tickets, and there are several Sun options. If you type in burger, I think there's only one burger option. Yeah, there's only one burger emoji. But look, hey, if you're watching right now, check out this emoji. So if you get creative with it, we may allow it to happen. But there's more than just beef patties.
Did you just drop a cow?
There's more than beef patties because they have a bison burger.
Yes.
They have a turkey burger. They have different kind of burgers. Like, I think even like emu. I don't know, camel. I think it was camel. They have a camel burger here.
Yeah, we're going to be talking to Tony and Mike from Burger Nation NASA later today, kind of about all things Burger Nation NASA. There's actually a place. This is the second location that they have here on NASA Road. So we're going to be talking all things Burger Nation today.
Yep, it'll be a lot of fun, but it's going to be a good morning. Go ahead and share this video out. It's Friday. Let us know, what do you have going on today? What kind of positive things are you getting into this weekend? We are looking to have a lot of fun. Today's another busy day, like I know most summer days are for people. You know, you grow up, right? And you get used to going on summer break, like as a kid. Like, okay, elementary school, you go on summer break. And then, you know, high school, you go on summer break. But then the real world comes in, slaps you upside the back of the head, and it's like, summer break? No, you need to go to work, or you're watching your kids. And so sometimes you deserve to take a break. And how you take that break, it just depends because there's a lot going on. So we want to share those opportunities.
You know, for me, the hardest part is about summer is I never really had a full summer for a very long time.
Oh, yeah?
So, like, when I was in high school, I didn't really have a summer vacation.
Of course.
Because I was working.
Busy man.
Busy man. My mom paid me that $100 a month
to watch
over the kid. Man, I thought $100 as an 18-year-old was like a lot of money a month.
$100
and then
a
I'm
month?
like $100, and I'm not doing anything anymore. It's like nothing. Like, you give me $100, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Kurt. Can we get you to live on a $100 budget? Like, I feel
No.
like you would try. No, you can't. You wouldn't even try.
Man, you can't even find an apartment for less than like $800 nowadays.
Yeah.
I remember my first apartment was like $500
Where were you at?
in Nebraska.
Okay.
$500, I think, is a very good price for an apartment.
For a room.
For a room.
$500 is but for a room.
For a place that I'm literally going to be spending the night in. Like, come on.
Yeah, you spend a lot of your time there. You live there. I mean, $500 is a steal. Like, if for an apartment. But what year was that?
That was 2011, so like 8 years ago. It's not bad.
Okay.
$500 for an apartment that was good, you know?
No, that's amazing. I feel like that's like nothing. But like, okay, whenever I first moved out of like my parents' house,
right?
I moved to Nashville and I rented a room, and I think I paid $400 a month in a house with, and I had 2 other roommates there, but the dude who owned the house, he lived in there as well, and it was a pretty cool arrangement. But I remember as a 20-year-old, I was like, man, this is a lot of money. How am I going to do $400 a month? But, it's funny how times change. That's also like in 2007. 2007.
But you also were a roommate, right? So it's like a room in a place,
Yeah.
I feel like if I knew more people moving to Texas before I got here, like let's say I was moving in with like a friend or something, I just imagine the amount of money I would have spent. It would have been half the amount of money that I spent on apartments. But I mean, I still pay a pretty decent price right now for an apartment.
What do you mean pretty decent? Like, you get a great value. Glacier Court is probably one of the nicest locations in our area.
Easily.
Most affordable, too.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily one of the best. So if you're just tuning in, make sure that you go ahead and like this video, comment on this video, a burger emoji, and then share this video out. We want to bless somebody with a gift card as well.
I see burger emojis flying from all over the place. Sierra just dropped one. Kaylee just dropped one. Margie just dropped one. Amanda dropped one. Hey, thank you guys for dropping these. We're going to be Margie dropped 3 burger emojis.
The more burger emojis that you drop, the better opportunity you have to win, right?
Say burger emoji 3 times fast.
Burger emoji. Yeah, nope, you really can't. Nope, no way.
So let us know what you guys got going on. Have you been to Burger Nation before? If not, hey, today's a great opportunity. Today's the day to come try it out.
Gardy, I want to say this one thing. I'm really super excited that we've started giving away things again. Because we gave away Moody Garden tickets the other day. We actually announced those winners yesterday. Yesterday afternoon, we dropped a video for free oil changes. A chance to get free oil changes. When you're driving around a vehicle like the Jeep Compass, you need some of those free oil changes. So we're actually going to have 15 winners. We got 10 oil changes, 5 T-shirts. 15 winners on that video that's featured on our Facebook page. So go and find it from Honda of Clear Lake.
One of the comments on that video that I think is pretty funny.
Is it about? No, is it about me?
No, it's not. But that one's funny too. It's not always about you, Kurt. It's not always. There was a gentleman who left a comment on our Honda of Clear Lake video and said, "Man, if there's anything more than I love than free oil changes, it's free T-shirts and contest rules!" Like exclamation point. And I was like, I know, right? Those are some of the things I love too. Like, you get a shirt, everybody gets a shirt. Well, maybe.
Was he talking about that there's no contest rules for this? Like, you can literally.
I honestly don't know, but I just put well, it's your lucky day. I said, guess what? We have something in store for you if you love these things.
I'm a little concerned that you and I are going to become like the Wendy's of Twitter. Have you ever seen that?
We're making your dreams come true. Yeah.
Or like, well, it's better than they go, well, it's better than Burger King.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So like
Twitter.
the Wendy, like they have these like wars and attacks with each other. I feel like you and I are going to become that when people make sarcastic comments on our posts.
Well, I don't know if he was being sarcastic. It's hard to tell somebody's tone on the internet, Like, let me read this comment. This is from Kaylee, and we're going to try and see if she was being sarcastic. If you're listening on 99.5 FM, we're also streaming live on our Facebook page, so make sure you go follow that KHEA Radio's Facebook page or follow our website. Just added.com on there. Kaylee said, just before I had my baby, I indulged in the hot Cheeto burger. So good. Is she being sarcastic or is she being serious?
She's being serious because she's talking about that she ate the burger before she had a baby.
Okay.
But if someone was like, man, looks like an SNL skit or something like that,
What's wrong with SNL?
Nothing. I'm going to say, like, they get millions and millions of views. Thank you for the compliment.
Here's the thing. Well, is it a compliment? Because was old SNL better than current SNL?
Yes.
So was he
hands down?
We should have asked. Be like, whoa. If somebody compares anything we do to an SNL skit, Are you talking about
Today?
old SNL or like
now?
SNL that's going to air tomorrow night on Saturday? Which era are we talking about? Because I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to be offended or not.
Right. But yeah, thank you for the compliment. They still get millions and millions of views. So those are the things that you have to do sometimes on social media.
We just take it all as compliments. You know, the Bible says count it all joy.
Ooh.
And that's, I feel like, well, the Bible knows what it's talking about. It's like literally the word of God. So if there's anything that you take out of that, why not count it all joy? Like, even if you have, like, okay, my legs are sore today because I've been working out at the Iron Den. But, hey, guess what? I still have legs and I can still walk. I can still get around. So I'm going to try and count it all joy. You okay, Curt? What are you looking at over here? I know you're not paying attention to one word I'm saying.
I am.
Is anybody else out there?
Counting all joy. But here's the best part. People are walking in to Burger Nation NASA because we're broadcasting live from Burger Nation NASA. They're not even open until 11 o'clock. Just think it's funny. I'm laughing a little bit about it. Counting it all joy.
You know what? Whenever you ignore me, don't listen to me, I'm going to try and count it all joy, too. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. It's 846. We are live at Burger Nation NASA, right off NASA Road. If you look out the window, you can literally see NASA. And I see I think I see a rocket ship about to take off with some monkeys, and I'm going to see if I can get Curt in there later so we can run some tests. And we need to go to Mars. Not like we, but like the USA in general. I feel like the mission would be maybe not as successful if we were the ones going to Mars.
KHEA Mars Edition.
Yeah.
We're going to Mars to do our show live.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how the internet is in Mars, but we need it. We need good internet. Again, let us know if you've been to Burger Nation, if you've been here before. If not, hey, today's a good opportunity. Sarah said, my son will only eat burgers, and he sounds like an American to me, so I'm all about it.
He only cheeseburgers. So, like, no chicken nuggets, no dinosaur nuggets, nothing, just straight. Mom, I want for lunch, cheeseburger.
Yeah.
For dinner, cheeseburger.
Whenever you
for breakfast, cheeseburger. Can you have a breakfast cheeseburger?
Yeah, you can eat a burger anytime. I feel like I learned that from Dr. Choppa. Not a burger, but he's eating like salads for breakfast. So it's food. You know, if you think about it as fuel for your body, and if my body's fueled by some American cheeseburgers, yes, I can eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, even dessert.
Burgers for breakfast.
Yeah.
That could be a marketing campaign for any restaurant, including Burger Nation NASA. Burgers for breakfast.
But are they going to have to change their hours? They open at 11.
The open sign was on all night, so I'm assuming that they're open 24 hours a day.
There was probably people banging on the door. There was somebody here before we got here. Then we were here for like a couple minutes and then came in, and there was already people banging on the door being like, hey, I want my burgers, my breakfast burgers. Where
what
they at?
Does that say about our society? Like, we really can't go until 11 o'clock to wait for a Burger Nation NASA burger? Like, we have to have it at 8:30 in the morning when Kickstart is live. Like, I think that's good.
Yeah, it's good. But I'm still trying to figure out the society reference. Can you expand more on your thoughts?
Where it's a good thing for our society, but our society really wants cheeseburgers 24 hours a day.
Because we're in America. If you look at the Burger Nation logo, it makes me think. That's why I wore red, white, and blue today, because I'm an American in a American burger restaurant, Burger Nation NASA. There's nothing more American than a cheeseburger, is there?
I kind of want a Burger Nation NASA shirt.
Yeah.
I think the logo could have like Burger Nation and then like a cheeseburger like waving out the window of a rocket.
You should apply. I'm sure they'll supply the
T-shirt
employees with the gear.
The only time that you can get a T-shirt is with if you're an employee, huh?
Maybe so, because I don't see them having any for sale, but that may be something that they look into if you bring it up.
Yep.
So, again, hey, I think we may bring them in, talk to Mike, and then we'll bring in Tony later, but it's 8:49, so maybe we'll chat for a bit, learning about everything that's going on here, what the plans are. We've been trying to weasel them into starting one in Lamarck, so that way we can easily just like walk outside of our studio door, grab a burger, and go back in.
That would be legit.
It would.
So we're going to go ahead and bring Mike in from Burger Nation NASA. Guys, if you're just tuning in, make sure that you go ahead and like this video, comment a burger emoji, share this video out. You'll be able to be eligible for that gift card that we're going to be giving away. We'll announce that later on today. It is Friday.
I can't believe it's already Friday. How exciting that the weekend is here. So let us know your weekend plans. If you have some stuff going on, maybe some cool stuff you want to get into, make sure you let us know.
Yeah, so we are broadcasting live later on today at 10 o'clock. We're going to have Texas Chronicles History, Mystery, and Adventures in Joe Perez. We're also going to be talking to a group of a veteran, like he's in charge of helping veterans maybe talk through some of the issues that they're going through, and Burger Nation NASA actually supplies some of the food for that event. And then there we go. I think you're good there. It'll eventually just go right in there. Perfect.
Yep. So we're streaming live on Facebook. If you're listening on 99.5 FM, stay tuned. And now we have Mike.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, Mike? How's it going today, man?
Good. You?
Doing pretty good. You know, we're excited to be here. If somebody has never been to Burger Nation NASA before, can you kind of explain what the vibe is here, what y'all offer?
So the vibe here is, man, we try to fit everybody's taste buds. We try to customize it to every person. So if you are a classic cheeseburger kind of person, this is your place. If you are a young guy who likes peanut butter and jelly or flaming hot Cheetos on your burger, we are your place. You like regular beef, turkey, chicken, or you like the exotics as bison, we are your place. So it's a place for everybody.
That's awesome. So is it difficult trying to carry so many items on the menu to please everybody? Because all the stuff you just named, it's all over. But I mean, that's good for the customer. How is that for you as the franchise?
So we try to be pretty creative about it. We do carry a lot more variety than any other regular burger shop that we know of around here. So yes, we do carry a little bit more inventory, but guess what? That if there's a group of 4 or 5 that one wants this, one wants the other, we please all of them. So it's worth it.
Cool. Hey, are you able to build like custom burgers here as well?
Yes, the two parts to our menus is a signature side where we have some pre-created selections, which are also customizable. You can change everything on it, and we also have a build your own side. You pretty much build the entire thing yourself, starting from the bread you want, the cheese you want, the meat you want, condiments, veggies, everything.
Okay, why this location? I love that it's close to NASA and it's easy to remember. Burger Nation NASA. But whenever y'all were looking for a second location and coming down this area, why did you choose this spot?
Back then we knew that eventually one day you were gonna put Curt in a rocket ship with the monkeys and send him up. So we wanted to be We wanted to have a front view of that. But no, in all seriousness, this is a nice place in the community. We get a lot of eyeballs because of being across from such a big entity. And, we have yet to regret our decision. It's been fun.
Okay, here's a really good question. This is from Amanda. She said, what's your best burger for dads to try this weekend? Because Father's Day is coming up, and they always try and make dad grill. I've seen a bunch of memes about this. It's like mom goes out, and then the dad's grilling burgers. Why not take him to come get burgers instead? So is there an option here? What do you think is good for Father's Day this weekend?
So, Amanda, I'm going to tell you my favorite, and then you can kind of take it from there. If your dad is a classic cheeseburger kind of guy, then, we can definitely please that. But my personal favorite is the Fitty Fitty. It's a 10-ounce patty. It's half beef, half pork, seasoned almost like a chorizo meat. So if he's into those flavors, he's definitely going to remember this Father's Day.
Ooh, yeah. I saw somebody earlier say, man, I love the keto Fitty Fitty. And you can get anything keto, right?
Right.
How does that work?
So you're basically substituting the bread for the cheese crisp. So on any of the burgers, you can customize it. You can substitute the bread for a cheese crisp. Or, we also have gluten-free buns for people that have gluten allergy. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
There was a while that I wasn't eating cheese due to Dr. Choppa's cleanse, and we came in and we were able to remove the bread and not necessarily get the keto version, but we put like a wrap, like lettuce around, and I customized it up big time. So that's something too, right?
Yes, you can get a no bun option. And then earlier, I know you guys were talking about that one image on the screen that looked like it was on a bed of cheese or something you said. That's actually one of our newest keto options. It's a chopped burger. So it's depending on beef or turkey, it's 2 patties chopped up on the grill with all the toppings that you like, and then we top it up with shredded cheddar cheese. And if you like, you can put an egg on it, or the sky's the limit.
Wow.
That's awesome. That sounds delicious. What about the Kickstart burger? The Kickstart burger is pretty good too,
That sounds
right?
good.
Kickstart burger's the best.
What's all on that?
So the Kickstart burger's on a sourdough bun. It's beef patty, cheddar cheese, bacon, grilled jalapenos, and peanut butter and jelly.
It sounds delicious. Never frozen patties,
That's
right?
right. That's
So,
right.
tell us where did the idea for Burger Nation come from? Because we've had you on before, but there might be people who are tuning in for the very first time that are like, man, I don't know. What is this place?
So about 8 years ago, 2011, my partner and my brother Tony, who is also here, is going to be on here in a little bit, and me, we opened it up in Victoria, Texas in 2011. We were both burger connoisseurs, and Victoria was a small town, didn't have that many options. Every time we always made burgers at home, we loved to put all these funky toppings on it. But there was not a place that we could find where we could get it done. So we just kind of kicked around the idea, and we opened it up. And it took us a little bit to get people accustomed to putting a fried egg and all sorts of funky stuff on it. But once they did, it was a hit. And
That's
rest,
cool.
yeah.
So Amanda said, hey, thank you. I'm bringing my husband for Father's Day. My daughter will also be celebrating her 20th birthday. So that's awesome. Let us know what you think after you come, and you see the owner here. He'll probably be here. Him and his brother and his staff. They'll take great care of you.
So one of the things that we're going to be talking about later on in the show is giving back to the community.
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk a little bit about what you guys are doing and why you guys are choosing to kind of help give back to the community?
So Jerry Clark, he's a friend of mine, and ran into him a few years ago, and eventually started finding out that he's doing a lot for the veterans segment of the community. He's a veteran himself, and he does have background in psychology, so he uses his skill set, and he hosts these meetings at a local church in League City every Thursday, where it's no cost to these veterans, the ones that are kind of suffering, or even the ones that have been able to come out of the I guess the PTSD stuff that they once experienced.
Mm-hmm.
And he holds these sessions. They're completely judge-free. They, everybody just kind of gets their own time to express how they're feeling. And at first, I didn't think much of it till one day I was like, let me come and sit in one of these so I can get a better understanding. And that's when he just kind of blew me away. We always hear on this side that the veterans are facing this kind of hardship, but it's not till you sit in front of a veteran who has gone through that, and you're across the table, and you see those emotions, raw emotions coming out when they start talking about the nitty-gritty stuff. And so we decided that they meet every Thursday. We decided the way we could kind of chip in was one thing we can do is take care of their meals on one Thursday out of a month, and we've been doing that for quite a while now. And I guess the belief behind that me and Tony have is they're already Jerry is doing a whole lot for these guys, and the last thing that he needs to be worried about is picking up pizza or picking up this on his way to the meeting, because he still has to go there, prepare the room, get materials out and stuff that they're going to talk about. So we just did that to kind of alleviate some of that stress from him once a week.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. So right now it's 9 o'clock. This is KHEAradio.com. We're talking to Mike. Him and his brother, they own Burger Nation NASA right here off NASA Road across the street from NASA and Johnson Space Center. There's a bunch of comments coming in. This is a really good question from Norma. She wants to know if y'all have a kids menu or kids options.
Yes, we do, Norma. We have a kids menu with a kids burger, kids chicken tenders, grilled cheese sandwich. So yeah,
Okay.
You got to get
Cool.
that grilled cheese sandwich inside of a kid's menu. I'm always ordering the grilled cheese sandwich.
We do require an ID. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
How old are you,
12
Curt?
or under.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things we're looking at down at the bottom of your screen there, you can kind of see the keto option there. You can also see the Kickstart burger, which is the peanut butter burger. You know, my girlfriend and I, we come here every once in a while because there's no other burger place that sells what you sell. Can you talk about why your menu is so unique? I mean, you can walk in and you can get a cheeseburger from anywhere, but it's a unique cheeseburger.
Right. So it kind of goes back to how I started. It's, everybody has, we live in such a diverse society that, even taste bud wise, everybody is so diverse. And that's one of the big things that we kind of try and do here is please all the taste buds.
But you can't please everyone, can you?
Well, we sure try.
I like that. I mean, do people get upset? Like, well, what do you mean you can't? I can see Curt doing this because he's done. I've been with him in places before. It's pretty embarrassing. He's like, what do you mean you don't have peanut butter? Oh, and he's not even at a burger restaurant.
He's just at the wrong place.
Well, yeah. Well, so we went to Kelly's, and he likes to get pancakes with peanut butter, and he's like,
You
about to
cannot
rage.
eat pancakes without peanut butter. I'm sorry. You just can't. Like, might as well not even eat at all if you're not going to eat pancakes with peanut butter. Anyways.
So do you have any issues like that where those people like Curt come in and they're just like, well, what do you mean you can't?
Most of the time we have been lucky where we have been ahead of that curve. So a lot of times it's people coming in and the reaction is, what? You guys have peanut butter and jelly for a burger?
Yeah.
Rather than the other way. So
Okay. That makes sense. And when you walk in here, it has like a diner feel. Like it's almost like you walk back into a little bit of I'm not even sure what era, but a little bit back. And it's a little bit nostalgic because you can actually watch as they cook your food on the grill. There's windows to be able to access all that. It's pretty neat.
So the theme actually kind of ties the name with it, and we intentionally kind of kept it subtle where it's Burger Nation, and so the red, white stripes that you see on the wall and our blue checkered paper that we serve the burger on, once kind of all three things put together, it's like the United States flag.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Very neat. Very neat.
Why was that important to you when you made Burger Nation?
Burgers, it's like, it's the staple food. I have not met a single American who has not eaten a burger in their lives. And I think it's an homage to, to the country. I mean, it's the staple food of this land.
It really is. It really is. Because, you think of America. I think of like 4th of July, cheeseburgers, fireworks. Like that's part of what goes into it. Maybe like hot dogs and
Right.
like that's some of the things that I think of when I think of like America.
4th of July is coming up, and one of the things that you do for 4th of July, or at least that I usually do, is I grill, whether that's hot dogs or hamburgers. Talk a little bit about. I do. You're giving me this look like, no, you don't. I do.
He's okay. You've never grilled since I've known you.
Yes, I do. Well, I don't have a grill right now,
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
but that's what I grew up doing. We had a grill at the house.
I think he just doesn't invite nobody.
It's just him like by himself at his house, I guess. I really
this
don't
year,
know.
This year is gonna be different because I'm gonna get a grill, maybe an old smoky.
All right.
We'll smoke some burgers, and we'll have everybody over.
All right. I'll wait for that invite. What was your question, Curt?
Anyways, question is what are you doing this for the 4th? Are you guys doing anything special this year?
We always try to do something special on the 4th. We have a couple of things that we are looking at for this 4th. Have not penned it down yet. So as soon as that happens, we'll put a post out.
Awesome. It is 9:04. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. I just want to remind you one more time that we are giving away a gift card to Burger Nation NASA. All you have to do is like, share, and comment a burger emoji in order to win.
Yep, it's easy to do, and I see Mike just did one, and Tamara just did one as well, so you can go ahead and share that out. If you want to share out this stream, and maybe you just want to come pay for the burger anyways, or buy gift cards for everybody, why not do something cool like that? Maybe take like a coworker out to lunch today. Maybe you can just pick up, like come eat lunch and then pick up a gift card and bless somebody else. Father's Day is coming up, and if other fathers are like myself, I feel like they would appreciate food. Who doesn't love food?
I love food. I love especially the Kickstart burger. Can you tell us one more time what's on the Kickstart burger as we show this delicious video?
Kickstart is Kurt's favorite burger. It's on the sourdough bun with beef patty, cheddar cheese, bacon, grilled jalapenos, peanut butter, and jelly.
That sounds
Can't
good.
go wrong with that.
You know what? I always like adding bacon on a burger. Like, it doesn't matter. You know, peanut butter, jelly, bacon. Like, you can literally throw bacon with everything. So much so that they started memeing it. It's like a lifestyle. It's like bacon, right?
Bacon, yeah.
And so, man, just bacon
And it
goes with
fits.
everything.
I guess now it fits perfectly with the keto lifestyle.
So it makes sense. Hey, Kaylee. Kaylee has a comment. She said, Gardy, stop being mean to Kurt. I'm trying to respond, but for some reason our Facebook response, like I've been responding back, but I don't know what the deal is, but I would love to respond to you. Send a text, 346-704-1806. This is KHEAradio.com, 99.5 FM. We're going to keep talking to Mike for a bit. Maybe should we talk to Tony before we talk to their friend, or what are you thinking?
We can talk to Tony after we start talking a little bit and kind of swap him in and out. What do you think?
Well, I know that he's coming in like at
He's already over there.
well, I see it. I see that. So like 9:10 is what we're thinking to talk to him. 9:15.
Yeah. So can you tell us, Mike, really fast? How can people get in contact with you? Where are you guys located? Kind of walk us through some of that.
So, guys, we are the physical address is 1400 East NASA Parkway. If you're familiar with the area, we are right across from Johnson Space Center. If you have seen the McDonald's with the astronaut on top, we are right across from that.
Does McDonald's? Because this is one thing that we've talked about before. You only put Burger Nation, or you're only looking to put Burger Nations right next to McDonald's. It's kind of because you see McDonald's and Burger Kings. But now you're going to throw in Burger Nation. So whenever there's a McDonald's, there's a Burger Nation next to it, right?
That is the idea, and it's they draw so much of traffic. People are already there with burgers on their mind. We just have to pull them on this side and give them the taste and the service. So
I think whenever they put in a McDonald's or Starbucks, there's a lot of research that goes into that. Like they're looking at the demographics, how many cars go by. And so that it's going to be a good location for burgers. And this is just another option with a lot more options than you could get at McDonald's.
Right. And a lot of times, small guys like us don't have all the resources at our disposal as big corporations like McDonald's does. So I don't see no problem in kind of piggybacking them a little bit. And, it's worked out for us so far, so.
But there's only one problem. There isn't a McDonald's near KHEA Radio. Would you make an exception to put a Burger Nation next to KHEA Radio if there's not a McDonald's there?
But we have Curt there, so yes.
Yes! That's all that we need.
I know I'm going to sell some peanut butter and jelly burgers.
All day. Man, who doesn't like peanut butter on burgers?
That's it.
I will say it's not my first. It's like whenever I think of something like, hey, this is what I'm doing. Like let's throw some peanut butter on it. I feel like somebody had to be feeling a little wild. Like, okay, I know peanut butter and jelly on the burger. Like, where did that idea come from?
Did I tell you me and Tony take a trip to Colorado once a month to go come up with all these brilliant ideas?
Seriously?
I'm just kidding.
That makes sense.
No. We think of the funkiest stuff, and we try it. If it works, we float it.
Yeah. Well, I like it. I like the idea. This is KHEA Radio. We are streaming live on Facebook. We're also live on 99.5 FM. If you have any questions, feel free to let us know. I see some comments that keep rolling in. Benita said, I need the Kickstart burger. Ricky, let's do this. Hey, yeah, y'all should go check it out. Let us know what y'all think. I know the video looks delicious, and I've had it in real life, and the video does not do it justice.
No, the video makes it look so good. But it does taste even better, though. Definitely does. I'm just looking at. Are we gonna get some breakfast burgers today? Are we gonna? Is that possible? Is that weird? Is that a weird way to ask that?
Yeah, Kurt gets really cranky whenever we go to a restaurant and there's not food.
I do not.
I ate breakfast and I'm actually not hungry, but
I just
Yes.
yes. he was waiting. He was gonna be like, I'm gonna say yes no matter what Gardy says, because you could see it on the tip of his tongue.
I just don't want to see Curt mad. So
me.
whatever.
I never am mad.
If I need to go pick up some
Go
floppy jacks or something to serve him with peanut butter, then that's what it
He's
is.
gonna head to IHOP and get some pancakes. Here you go,
I
sir.
was gonna
Here's
ask.
your pancakes.
So earlier, somebody said like burgers for breakfast, right? I think it was Russ who dropped that comment. Are you ever thinking about breakfast burgers? Like, what would be an ideal breakfast burger? Like eggs?
So we came out with one a few months ago. It was a pancake burger. So instead of the buns, it had 2 pancakes. We topped it with whipped cream and sprinkles, and it was a perfect breakfast burger. So every now and then we come up with, LTOs, limited time offerings, and those are catered to kind of please those taste buds.
So what was in the middle again?
It was a burger. It
Like
had-
beef?
yeah, beef,
Okay.
bacon, egg, ham. So it was a perfect breakfast combo.
That's cool. Even the fitty, like with seasoned like chorizo.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be good. Or like a breakfast sausage.
See,
Man.
I wish, Curt, we would have our paths would have crossed a few months ago. You would have known what that tasted like.
My mouth is literally like hanging open. I can't close it because it sounds so good.
It was good. It was good. I'm sure if you go on the Facebook page, you'll probably see a picture somewhere of it. But it had sprinkles, whipped cream, and it was good.
Here's a good question from Lavelle. She said sliders. Do you guys do sliders?
We don't do sliders yet. We are dabbling with the idea. Have not put it on the menu yet.
Okay. Is there anything else that's like dabbling on the menu? Like what are you playing around with? I know y'all are always thinking.
We are working on a couple of different things. One is going to be, we obviously have the exotic meat bison. We are playing with another exotic meat that I think everybody's going to kind of like when it comes out. It's going to be unique, something that nobody has eaten here before.
What do you mean here? Like
here,
regionally,
on this
like
side,
Texas?
regionally. Well, this side of town, yes.
Okay, gotcha. Cool.
Yeah. So, main options here we have is, bison, buffalo, and so we try to do different. So that second meat, exotic meat, is going to be something different. Working on that, and then we're also working on a good keto side. We keep getting people telling us that, okay, fine, you gave us an option for the burger with the keto, but we are lacking a side. We don't get a side. What do we eat? What do we eat? So we're working on that as well.
I saw, and I'm sure y'all have too. There's like a meme talking about cauliflower. It's like a picture of the sundae, the biggest chocolate sundae ever, and it's like, can you make this but with cauliflower? So I could see people doing the same, like with French fries, maybe add a cauliflower or a burger, or even like a dessert option.
Cauliflower is one of the contenders.
Okay, cool.
Yes. So.
Yeah, because I guess if you season it right, cook it, and
Cauliflower? Oh, yeah. We learned that during Dr. Choppa's cleanse, like making sure that you can utilize that in different ways, and being on a burger would be great.
Yep. Well, as a side,
Well, even on the burger.
I would.
Could you imagine cauliflower on a burger?
I'll answer that next time I'm in Colorado. That's a little out there for me too.
Really?
And we came up with flaming hot Cheeto and peanut butter and jelly.
nacho cheese
Watch.
and everything.
You know what? Watch. This burger is going to blow people away.
Maybe the 4th of July invite we have, maybe Curt will make some and let us try
Whenever he's grilling.
it. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the one thing that I've really learned, and I'll give away a little trade secret here, is I actually have started putting, cooking hot dogs a certain way. And what I do is I put the olive oil, the extra virgin olive oil in the pan. And then I'm cooking the hot dog in the extra virgin olive oil. And then I'm taking the bun and I'm putting the bun in the olive oil as well and grilling it that way. And it just like seeps out. It's so good. I'm never going back to just putting a hot dog on a regular grill. But again, like I have to have the olive oil inside of the hot dog and on the bun.
Is there any other tips you want to give them?
That's it. That's all I got.
Sounds good.
Have you ever done that before?
No, not with olive oil.
Ooh.
I'm going to try though.
It's so good. It's delicious. You actually are a real like cook too, like outside of just being here at Burger Nation. Like you love grilling and stuff like that from what I've seen on your Facebook page, right?
So Tony is more of the grill guy of the family. I do cook, but it's mainly, the stuff at home. But Tony, the grilling's definitely his up his alley.
Do you ever make burgers at home?
We used to until we opened Burger Nation.
That's what I was wondering, because you know what, if you have the best burgers here, it would be a little bit difficult, but not entirely impossible, to recreate.
I've been cooking on a little 1x1 pan compared to a nice 43-inch flat top grill. We just come here.
Do you live near in the area? Like, is it a long drive to get over here? So if I called you at like 1 o'clock in the morning and I said, Tony and Mike, I really need an amazing burger from Burger Nation NASA, you can come over and grill one up for me?
If you were to call us at 1 o'clock in the morning, yes, we live pretty far. But in general, no, we live in the community. I live in Leak City. Tony's in Houston, Clear Lake.
If you call at 1 a.m.
But 1 a.m., yes. Curt, we live in KHEA. Sorry, you can't come.
Too far. Hey, you know what, Mike? Thank you for talking to us. I think we're going to come and talk to your friend who is doing the work with the soldiers who got out of the military, and just figure out all that stuff. But
All right.
remind everybody one more time, I guess, where Burger Nation is and how they can find you on social media.
So, guys, again, physical address, 1400 East NASA Parkway, Facebook. Look us up under Burger Nation NASA. We have other locations, so NASA would bring you to the one here. We are on Instagram as well. Instagram handle is Love Burger Nation. And website, www.burger-nation.com.
Awesome.
Thank
Check
you,
it out.
Mike.
Check it out. We appreciate you. So, yeah, if you have any questions, maybe keep them coming in about Burger Nation, and we will get those answers, because we're going to be talking to Tony here in a few. We are on location at Burger Nation. If you've been here, let us know. If you haven't shared this video out, drop the burger emoji and just like the video, which is pretty simple as well. You should do that now, because you have an opportunity to win a gift card to come check out Burger Nation.
Gardy, you know, the one thing that I'm really concerned about is, as he was talking about that pancake burger, my mouth was hanging open and the camera was on, and I have a feeling that might end up being the screen share.
I think
for
you
this
would
video.
like that if that was the screen
That
share.
is the worst screen share ever.
I was over here like engaged in the conversation. You like tapped my shoulder like this, so I look over at you, your mouth hanging open.
It's so good, like, to think
Yeah.
about that burger.
Yeah, breakfast is good, and they say it's the most important meal of the day, and I have to agree. Like, why not start your day with a burger from Burger Nation?
You know, I waited to eat breakfast until I got to Burger Nation NASA just because of this.
Yeah, I know. But you know, we have a new guest who's in Burger Nation with us. And how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great, thank you.
What's your name?
I'm Jerry Clark.
Jerry Clark. You know, thank you for joining us. We've heard a bit about you from Mike and Tony and the work that you're doing in the community. Can you please kind of just inform us everything that you have going on?
Well, first of all, guys, I want to just mention that this is backwards for me. I'm usually the one asking all the questions as a therapist and a group facilitator, so I'm in an awkward position.
I feel you.
Yeah. Our group is called Transition Plus, and we meet at Bay Harbor United Methodist Church on every Thursday night. And it's a group of veterans who are transitioning from military to civilian life. And for a lot of veterans, that's not a problem. But for many veterans, it's a very difficult problem. And so we offer a safe place for veterans to come and talk and share their stories and get support and find out things that are available to them from, you know, based on what other veterans have been through the VA, as well as some of the local groups that provide veteran support.
Mm-hmm. And why did you feel it was so important to be able to start this?
Well, about 7 years ago, there were several of us got together, and we were talking about the suicide rate for veterans, which is 22 veterans every day are taking their lives.
Wow, that high.
Exactly. That's what we said. And it's amazing to think the folks, men and women, who have sacrificed so much and find themselves giving up on life because they're having the difficulties of moving back into life. And so we thought perhaps maybe we could offer something that would help stem that high rate. It's interesting how we got started. There were about 4 of us that got together and began to study this, and we put graphs together and all kinds of sheets and connections with groups that we thought would help facilitate us. And we worked for about 2 or 3 months. And I asked my mentor, George Pulliam, to come and take a look at this. And he laughed at us and he said, "You guys have just been meeting for nothing." He said, "Why don't you just start opening this group up and see what happens?" And that's what we did. And so we began in 2012 and opened our group up at 6:30 on Thursday night, and nobody came. And the next Thursday night we opened it up and nobody came. And then after a while, a few people started coming, and since then it has grown to we've had as many as 23 or 24 people, but average about 15 people.
Mm-hmm. So you are a veteran, correct?
Yes, sir.
So how did you go from, being in the military, getting out, transitioning into therapy? Was that exactly like the route you took, or I'm sure life takes you all kinds of places. Can you share how that happened?
It does take you all kinds of places. I came home from Vietnam in 1967, and I thought life was great because I was home and safe and felt secure. But what I didn't realize is the things that I was still suffering from. And I got married soon after I got back. Had 2 children, 2 boys, pride of my life. But I was a military man trying to raise sons, and that was not a very good combination. And I had that marriage failed after about 12 years, and several years later I remarried, and lo and behold, same things began to happen. I just didn't realize the blind spots that I had, and the way I was presenting was not getting me or the ones I loved the things that I thought they deserved in life. And I went to counseling once, didn't work. Went to counseling twice, it didn't work. And the third time I went, I was serious about trying to find out the things that I was doing that were getting in my way. And lo and behold, after a while in doing counseling and after the changes that it was making in me, I began to see that this is a career that I wanted to pursue. And I had a great career with a telecommunications company in engineering and construction, and decided to go back to University of Houston Clear Lake and pursue a degree in marriage and family therapy. And it took quite a few years going to school part-time, working full-time. But in 96, I opened up my own practice and began to take care of people and do my best to give to them what I got out of therapy.
So we had a life coach in the other day, and so we were talking about the differences between going to therapy, counseling, life coaching. Can you explain exactly what therapy and counseling, like, what does that entail, and how does that differ from other things?
Well, it all has a very similar blend in that it's just about helping people see things that they can't see for themselves. And we call it various things, but we do pretty much the same thing. It's just about how do you open up people and allow them to see some of the things that are going on in their life that are not working.
Yeah. So my one question is, and this isn't necessarily for veterans, but just about counseling and therapy in general. How do you balance whenever somebody's looking to you for advice without leading and making it like you're picking their directions, but finding out what is truly best for them and leading them towards their goals and desires, but also avoiding like the destruction that's potentially in everybody's life?
Sure. Well, it's a difficult balance, and the idea to me is just to bring forth things that they're not seeing. I am very explicit about not giving advice, and I tell people who I talk to, I don't give advice, I offer experiments, because what works for one is not going to work for everyone. And I like the idea of giving ideas for people to go and work on and try to see if it makes any kind of change in their life. If it does, great, keep doing it. If it doesn't, come back and we'll talk about other ways of perhaps providing solutions.
Yes. Whenever you started your practice, did you say it was 97, 96?
Yeah, I graduated in 96 and started working part-time.
Did you immediately start focusing on on soldiers coming back with with PTSD and just need to talk to people?
No, not necessarily at all. That came later when, I mean, I've seen a lot of veterans as well as their families throughout my practice, but the emphasis on taking care of veterans and helping them come home and be the kind of men and women that they're trying to be started with this transition group.
Okay. And what I've seen, just like as a guy, like in our culture, you know, you skin your knee, hey, don't cry, hide your emotions. And I could say that, you know, just I never served. I'm not a veteran. I didn't go in the military, but you know, I respect everybody that did. That's a huge sacrifice of their life and their family's life too.
Yes.
But I feel like for them even more, they have to be tough. You know, like I'm representing the country. I'm in war. I've done all this, and you come back, and it's just like, well, I'm supposed to be tough. How do you handle that?
That's a great question, because that is the mindset that I don't have problems, or if I do, I need to work them out on my own. And that's probably one of the biggest hindrances of people coming in to get help, is because it was like myself when I first came in. I knew I didn't need help. I knew that I could do it on my own, and so many veterans have that same mentality. I have to tell you a quick story. A young man who came and you know, veterans coming to this group, they struggle. They really do, because they want help, but they don't want help, or they don't want to feel like they need help. This guy rides up on his motorcycle, looks at the building, and drives off, and drives around behind the building, comes back, pulls up in front, and looks at the building, drives around the back, gets off his motorcycle, heaves a little bit, and then comes in. I mean, it was just that much of a experience for him that it was making him physically sick. But when he came in and found out the camaraderie that was available, the confidentiality that was available, the brotherhood and sisterhood that was available, where people understood who he was and what he had been going through, it was amazing that it does help then make a transition. Because once you breach that door and you find that it's safe and secure, and you find that it's helpful not only for you, but the things you have to offer are helpful for other veterans, it's very impactful.
You know, one of the things that I think really make it difficult in today's time, you know, that what we have to go through with like veterans and stuff like that is for probably 20 years or so, it wasn't really like it was back in the day, where we had like people who, you know, were coming back from an actual war. This was like, you're in a combat zone, you're fighting what was a verb, you know, you weren't really, you know, it wasn't like the Korean War, it wasn't the Vietnam War. And so a lot of that was difficult to get help because there wasn't something like that. Can you talk a little bit about that kind of struggle versus what it used to be versus what it is today?
I'm not sure I quite understand your question.
What's the biggest difference today than what it was probably in like the Korean War, the Vietnam War? Because it wasn't a truly defined war in a way. It's like combat. You're still overseas. You're still fighting, but there wasn't like an internationally recognized war.
Well, I think there is a significant difference there, and not necessarily from Korea, or perhaps from Korea too, but from Vietnam also. It was a war people learned to hate. And so to be a participant in that, you weren't, you know, the most favorite person in the crowd. And although we learned to transition through that, the difference to me today is what a difference it makes when people feel that they are recognized, and their suffering and loss and their commitment to, you know, making this a strong country and a safe country is recognized. It's all the difference in the world. The other difference is the Veterans Administration has changed significantly over the past few years to give veterans a much better opportunity to get taken care of, as opposed to when we came home.
You know, not just with veterans and people in the military, this question I'm about to ask, but why has there been such a stigma with seeking help, seeking counseling with a therapist, and what can we do to to change that?
I remember having these conversations about the stigma from the mental health back in like 2009, 2010. I actually wrote a speech about it. It's still been 10 years, and it's better, but I don't know.
I would say it's still there, though,
it's
right?
still there.
Would you agree?
Absolutely.
What can we do to change that? But and what's the cause? Like, what's the cause of it, and how can we help?
You know, when veterans are trained, it's about being safe and secure and independent, taking care of your brother. It's not about whining or complaining or leaning on someone else. It's about being strong, being tough, not being afraid. And so to change that mentality and feel like you can ask for help and not be judged or called weak or seen as something less than, you know, a military person, it's hard. And as a result, that's one of the reasons I think that our group is such a powerful thing. It helps when people come in and they find that it is safe and it is productive and it is worth the work that they do to get better.
Okay, so we learned about you from Mike and Tony at Burger Nation, which we're broadcasting from today. Burger Nation NASA, if you want to come in, they open at 11, and you can check out their social media and everything like that.
Yeah, and if you have never been to Burger Nation NASA and you want to come to Burger Nation NASA, but you don't want to spend any money, we got a gift card waiting for you. We're going to be announcing that winner later today. All you have to do is like, comment a burger emoji, and then share this video out to all of your friends, and you have a chance to win a gift card.
Can you share with us how you met Mike and Tony?
I met Mike through an organization of the Masonic Lodge, and I had no idea what kind of guy Mike was until I was around him for quite some time. And the more I know about Mike and Tony, the more I see benevolence and caring about the community, caring about being making a difference in the community, the work that they do, serving people here at Burger Nation, as well as the things they do for veterans it's amazing. And the more I find out about them, the more I like who they are and what they stand for.
So I believe Burger Nation NASA, one time a month, they will donate some food. And can you share, I guess, again, if somebody's just joining, the name of the organization, what you offer, and then if there's any other business owners, if they may see that there's a need that they can help out as well.
Sure. I'm Jerry Clark, and I help facilitate a group called Transition Plus that works or offers a meeting for veterans coming home to find out what's available to them, give them a safe place to talk, and find and feel support. And Burger Nation has, I invited Mike to one of our meetings because it's important, I think, for the general public to find out what's going on with some veterans. And so to invite people in who've not been a part of the military or of combat or war and get them to see what these veterans are going through makes a lot of difference. In addition to that, giving veterans a chance to talk about their experience with non-military people gives them a chance to have a totally different audience. When Mike came, he sat through a meeting and he said, "I want to help." And what we've done over the years, I used to buy pizza and we'd have pizza every night. And then some of the people from our church decided that let us cook a meal for you guys. And so we had pizza and a meal every now and then. And food for these veterans has been extremely inviting. And for some veterans, they don't. Meals are pretty precious. And so what happens is someone prepares a meal for us every Thursday night that feeds 15 or 20 people, and to watch that process and watch these guys take some of this home if there's extra, or if there's not extra, just enjoy a meal, is pretty phenomenal. And what Mike and Tony are doing every third Thursday, these guys have hamburgers and they're expecting them, they're waiting for them. and they really feel good, and it makes them want to come here and bring their families to enjoy some of the burgers that they get to enjoy on Thursday night.
Here's a question. This is from Jazz. She said, how can we help or volunteer? Is that something you have a need for?
You know, letting veterans know of this process and a safe process is a great way to help. Sometimes parents come with their veteran just to support them. Sometimes wives come with them. There are many ways that these veterans get to our organization. But one of the primary things has to do with the having a meal. They all, when they come, they know they're going to have a good meal, and we have a volunteer coordinator who, if anyone would like to volunteer to provide a meal for these veterans, I can help them get in touch with that person, and they can sign up and provide a meal down the road.
Is it mainly restaurants, or is it individuals that cook, home cooked meals? It just depends.
Mostly it's home cooked meals. Mike and Tony have broken the seal for the commercial
Yes.
side of this, and I watch them, and I truly see how beneficial they think this is, and what a great thing they're doing.
I was just gonna ask though, are they gonna be disappointed? Like if like another restaurant shows up and it's not Burger Nation NASA, it's like, what? I can't have Burger Nation NASA today?
I'll just tell them they have to get over it.
Well, yeah, the third Thursday, you said they're looking forward to it. Man, we get Burger Nation in today. I'm going to make sure that we're there and to get some good things done, but also enjoy a good meal with some like-minded, friends and family.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Talk a little bit about, kind of maybe how long it kind of took to get over, like, just making sure that people are getting the help. Like, somebody comes in, sits through one meeting. It can take it can be a process. Can you walk us through that process?
Sure. And it varies. Some people come in, and the first meeting they set in, they find all kinds of benefits and thoughts and ideas that they can pursue. Some come in and they don't speak. They may come in for meeting after meeting after meeting, and you barely know their name because they're just not ready to open up and share their lives and what's going on with them. So it varies as far as what the process is. One of the ideas that we have found is navigating the Veterans Administration can be a difficult process, and there's a lot of paperwork. There's a lot of hoops to jump through sometimes to get the benefits that these veterans are looking for. And it's easy to give up. You apply to the Veterans Administration, and because you don't have everything all put together, then they get declined for any benefits, and they want to give up. And what we found is we want any veteran that goes to the VA to go with another veteran or go with someone else that has a little experience to help walk through that with them, so that they don't give up. And that really is what we found with so many people. And giving up then sometimes is so discouraging. They isolate, become homeless, and then life's not worth living.
Wow. Is therapy for everyone?
No, not at all.
What are some good signs to look for, or you realize, like, wow, maybe I should talk to someone about everything?
Well, I think the difficult part of that is we go through life thinking we're doing everything pretty much okay, and we're not necessarily looking at results in our life the way we should be. We're perhaps hearing things from people that if we would adhere to or we'd take notice of, that we could make changes. But sometimes we have to wait until life kind of turns upside down before we realize that, hey, there are a lot of things going on out here that I'm doing that I need to do differently. And so it's if your life's working for you, great. You don't need anything. If it's not working for you, then seek some help.
Yeah, that's tough. It's tough, I guess, to realize, like, when you're at that point, like, should I talk to someone? Because, like, life working for you. It's everything's subjective. Like success is subjective. Like what my issues may be, someone's like, I wish I had those problems,
Exactly.
right? You know, we were talking earlier, and the Bible says, count it all joy. Like I woke up this morning, my legs are sore because I worked out and did legs a couple days ago. But there's people out there that are like, I wish, for whatever reason, I wish my legs worked like his, or I could still walk or move or anything, So it's just like everybody's issues. It's all, sometimes you have to take a step back and realize, what are my problems really problems? Do I need to seek help? I don't know.
Yeah, and it is. It's a wonderful question.
Yeah.
So I don't usually talk about this a whole lot, but so my dad committed suicide when I was in high school, when I was 18.
Wow.
He wasn't a veteran, and he wasn't, but one of the things that I think was really difficult was my dad was like a manly man, like he hid his emotions, deep. He worked on cars. He owned business where he worked on cars. He watched NASCAR. He ate sandwiches. The man. Right. And the one thing that he had was that he had a really bad anger issue.
Uh-huh.
He would get upset about things
Yeah.
really quickly.
Yeah.
And my mom was kind of to that point where she's like, I'm tired of this, and said, you need to go get help. I need space. And 2 weeks later, drove in front of a train. And
Ouch.
I wish deep down that there wasn't that stigma, that he couldn't, because I feel like if he would have gone and talked to somebody like you, that it would have been a different issue, that it would have been something a little better for our situation in our family. What's the first step? If somebody is like that, if somebody is thinking, hey, I need to get help, what's the first step that they can take?
Well, if you can ever realize that you do need help, some people have a lot of or suicide ideation, thinking about things, and they don't really realize how problematic that is. But anytime, in my way of thinking, that we just allow our thoughts to run in our head and bounce around without getting other information to give us a different perspective, we begin to focus on those things and ruminate on things that perhaps are negative and keep us going in a downward spiral. Anytime a person like that can talk and share their experience, share what's going on with them, especially someone who's been there, that is the way out. Talking and writing are two things that I see people can do that can really perform or really provide healing.
I was just about ready to say, one of the things that that I really noticed after my dad's suicide was not necessarily like focusing on what my dad went through, but how that affected members of the community, how it affected like my family,
right.
Because it creates this term called survivors of suicide, which is people who are left behind. It's not somebody who like committed suicide and survived. It's like people who are left behind after a suicide. And the one thing that, when I started to do research like 4 years after my dad's suicide, there were no resources. Like there's not a group that you could go and say, hey, I'm a survivor, I was left behind after a suicide, however you want to call it. And, what I found was when there were groups like that, the time that it took to recover mentally and emotionally went from being 3 years to 6 months, just being able to talk about it with other people. So one of the things I did in college was started what's called a loss group. So it's a group of people who had actually were family members that went through a suicide. And immediately after there's a suicide, this group would go and talk to the family that's left behind and say, hey, we've been through what you've been through. Here's some list of resources on how to help. And it just created a small community and gave a resource for people to talk. And that's kind of what you're doing as well, correct?
Exactly. What I see you were doing is normalizing what these people were going through, who probably felt pretty isolated and alone, and not having any idea that anyone else was struggling with these kinds of things. And I think a lot of that has to do with people who are left behind after a suicide is that question, what could I have done differently if I only had done this or only had done that? And the second guessing there is, really keeps people, to me, in turmoil. And instead of growing, they just ruminate on, if I could only done this and only done that. But the things that you did, like forming that group and giving people a chance to language what's going on with them, as well as knowing that other people have gone through the same thing and feeling the support and getting ideas about how can I be different? How can I do this in a way that causes success instead of just continues to maintain this tragedy in my life?
I think one of the most important things that you had mentioned earlier, specific for veterans, and this could be for anybody, you said having like a parent go with their veteran, maybe like a wife goes with a husband or a husband goes with a wife, but showing that you're supportive, not necessarily in a way that's like pointing a finger, but like, hey, let's go. Like, we can do this. We are one. Like, we're a team. Right. How big is that support system to get somebody to take that first step?
Well, it varies. Sometimes it's a veteran finding another veteran with a hat on saying, they're a veteran of Iraq or Afghanistan or Vietnam and inviting them. Other times, there are several advertisements that we have in the local news papers, the weekly things, monthly things that come out that advertise our group. And a lot of times we have people come in and say, my wife found this, or my husband told me I needed to go do this. And all that support is so important. Veterans, are isolated and alone, and they need to know that they're loved and cared for, and that they do have someone that's helping them or looking, helping them try or wanting them to find success.
Jerry, is there anything else you'd like to share right now before we talk to Tony a bit more? Maybe remind everybody one more time about the organization, how they can potentially get involved.
Well, our organization is Transition Plus, and we meet every Thursday night at Bay Harbor United Methodist Church. We meet at 6:30, have a meal, and then a meeting from 7 to 8, a short meal, and then a lot of veterans hang around afterwards and talk and share and support one another. There are things that people listening could do that could be able to get involved and provide a meal for veterans if they'd like to do that. This is a very safe and productive. It's an open meeting, but it's very confidential, and it's well managed in that nothing gets out of hand, that things stay safe and focused. Anyway, I appreciate the time, and I appreciate Mike and Tony inviting me here to talk about Transition Plus, and what Mike and Tony see is this is making a difference in our community, in our veterans community, and we just want to get the word out that anyone out there that is in need of support or even wants to come and support veterans who are in need, they're more than welcome.
All right. Well, thank you for what you're doing and continue to do in the community. That's amazing. And we want to spread the word as much as possible.
Thank
you. All right. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. It's Kickstart. We are at Burger Nation. And I see a lot of people that were in support, of Jerry and the things that he's doing. It's really, really, really awesome.
Yeah, I see Jess said here, much respect to you, brother Jerry. I thank you for what you do every day and what you've done for our veterans. Keep up the great work. One of the things I think is really kind of cool is we made this connection through food. And, sometimes, maybe I might need some therapy about how much I eat food, but there's never not a bad time to enjoy food. And I think that's really cool that Burger Nation NASA is able to kind of come and help and participate in this event.
I agree. They introduced us, and I believe it was Mike who told us a while back that he had met, Jerry, and that he was working with them. And I think it's amazing that Burger Nation provides those meals one time a month, so that way everybody in the meeting, they don't have to worry about anything. Hey, they're going to be able to talk and get that community support, but also enjoy one of the best burgers in the area easily right here from Burger Nation. So we have Tony hanging out with us. Him and his brother, they are the founders, creators, owners, and right now we're in their restaurant. So what's up, Tony? How's it going?
What's going on, guys?
How you been doing, man? Everything good?
Good. Fantastic. I love your backdrop, by the way.
Man, you look familiar. Have I seen you on like some videos? Burger Nation NASA, right?
That's right, buddy. All the time, every time.
You got to rep it.
The
Hey, I see the
50-50,
phone
right?
sticker and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. So we're gonna talk about the theme. I know you guys were talking a little bit about the whole theme
Yeah.
with the paint and everything else. So it was a very thoughtful process when we first decided to open. Couple of things I wanted to point out. A lot of times when kids come in here, they think they're in a giant popcorn box. Okay.
Oh my gosh, I see that now.
Yeah. But
Do you have to tell them first? Because I feel like I'm a kid at heart and I should have known this already.
No, well, actually, kids come up to us and tell us that, hey, it feels like we're in a giant popcorn box.
I feel that now.
However, it has, if you guys look closely, it's the U.S. flag. So
Okay.
those are the red and white stripes, and we always serve our burgers in this blue and white checkered. So that's the Star Spangled Banner.
I like it. That red,
Yes.
white, blue.
Yes, yes. So we're very proud of where we are and what opportunities we have gotten. Another thing I wanted to point out was our logo. If you guys see the circle of stars, those are actually 52 stars, if you count it. Some are hidden behind the logo, but they're
52.
52.
Why 52?
Well, 52, right?
50.
50.
Let's talk about Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico at the other.
Territories of-
There should be, right?
Yeah, Union Territories, right?
Right.
What's the other territory?
Yeah.
I love it.
That's awesome.
So yeah, Tony, we were talking to Mike a bit ago, and we were just discussing, why burgers, why starting the restaurant. For you, was that an easy decision? Owning a business isn't the easiest path to take, I guess, right? Or is it?
Well, we have always been, business owners, entrepreneurs, if you will. Before Burger Nation, we used to be in the gas station business for about 8 to 9 years in Victoria. So that is all we have done, in our adult life. So easy or hard, this is all we know.
It was an easy decision to make.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes there are days that we want to rethink that decision, but most of the days we're quite happy with it.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the things that I think is really kind of cool is that you are able to provide burgers that are different than other burgers. Like it's the Kickstart burger, the keto burger. You don't go over next door to that other place that we won't mention. You can't get a keto burger over there.
Right. Well, creativity is what we thrive on, and we listen to our guests quite a lot. We are always welcoming feedbacks. We're always monitoring our Facebook page, Yelp, Google, whatever you want to call it. We are always on it, and whatever guests want, we always kind of try and put something together, and if
Yeah.
it sticks, we
Then it
launch
works.
it. Yeah.
Hey, so Curt asked the question to your brother earlier. He said, "Hey, if I call you at 1 a.m. and I really need a burger, are you able to come over here?" He said, "Well, if you call me at 1 a.m., then I live in Katy. But if you call me, like normal business hours, then yeah, I can come over." Is it the same for you? If Curt calls you 1, 2, 3 a.m.,
I'll go drinking with him at 1 a.m. I'll definitely take you up on that, but I don't know about opening up the place.
No,
No
burgers.
Man, I need a cheeseburger.
But maybe
Man.
in the future, who knows?
There you go.
Let's
There you
not cross it out yet.
So earlier we talked about the breakfast burger, right? Because it's breakfast time, right? So
Right.
is there any ideas that you have to maybe, because I see the open sign has been on the whole time that we've been here.
even before y'all were, technically aren't open right now, but it's
You know,
always open.
It's not always open, but actually in the past we did a little breakfast menu. We launched it for about 6 months.
Yeah.
Just to test run it. It did good. We didn't do it here. We did it in Victoria. But then just managing the whole entire day was a little tricky. So who knows, in the future, don't want to cross it out.
Sure.
We might bring burgers for breakfast.
So there's Burger Nation in Victoria. There's Burger Nation NASA, which we're broadcasting from today.
Right.
Are those areas pretty similar? You know, I'm sure I've been through Victoria, but I don't know if I've spent much time there.
Right.
Is it kind of like the same demographics, same feel, same style, even in the restaurant?
Yes, style's pretty much the same, exact same color scheme, and the interior looks pretty similar. As far as demographics goes, it's about 60,000 people, but it's supported by about, I want to say, 7 to 8 different smaller cities.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty similar to Bay Area. Definitely, the population is way higher over here.
So
Okay.
we got a suggestion here, and I love this suggestion already. This is from Angie. She said, breakfast sausage blended with the hamburger meat, topped with a fried egg, and topped with hash browns on a bagel.
Is that Angie Butler?
Yes.
You got it.
Angie Butler,
Angie.
it's going to happen.
Yeah, I like, the bagels are cool. But earlier, whenever y'all was talking about the pancake burger, my mind instantly went to like the Texas toast, like buttered, which I don't know, just like breakfast and toast. But man, yeah, bagel would be good. There's so many things that you can do to customize it. I don't know how you can just contain yourself, because even looking at your menu now, which is our backdrop, which you can't see, but looking at it now, whenever you customize something, I go overboard. I can't help but go overboard and goofing up. I always add like one or too many two items where it's like it would have been perfect if I'd have left off the whatever, you know?
Well, that's why you have the second try, right?
Oh,
That's why you
yeah.
come back again and try some more. We have people who come in and they try us for the first time and they actually make a tour. We have about 12 burgers on our signature list, and they'll start with one and go around and try each and every one of them.
One of the things that is pretty popular are the keto options that you have. What led to the decision of carrying the keto options?
Well, me, myself, don't want to sound like the Subway guy here, but I did lose almost 35 pounds on keto diet, and we eat here pretty much every single day. So he said, why not do it?
And that's the cheddar bun, right?
That's the cheddar cheese bun, yes. It's a crisp, we call it the cheddar cheese crisp, served up as a bun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then there was a picture of something else that looks like it's on a bed of something. What was that? There's like an egg. I've seen this flash
yeah,
up here.
you'll see it in the background right now. That's the bee and chop burger. So it's a couple of beef or turkey patties that we chop up on the grill. Mix in whatever you guys want, whatever guest orders, lettuce, tomato, onion, spinach. It's all done on the grill, topped off with cheddar cheese and a fried egg if
All
you ask
right.
for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things that I think is really kind of cool today is that we're giving away a gift card
Right.
for somebody to come and try Burger Nation for the very first time. And if you're just tuning in right now, all you have to do is like this video, share this video out, and then comment a burger emoji, and then you'll have a chance to win. We'll pick a winner later today.
Right.
Why should somebody do that? Why should somebody come to Burger Nation for the very first time?
Well, first of all, if you haven't tried Burger Nation, you haven't tried the best burger of your life yet. So number one reason is to do that. And I guess look at Google, Yelp reviews, see what other guests are talking about us, and I think you will be pleasantly surprised.
All right. Hey, and so we had Jerry in the chair that you're in right now.
Right.
You know, why is that so important for y'all to support these veterans who come back, you know, from their tours and everything, you know, just serving their time in the military? Why is that so important for y'all to support them as they seek therapy and just have a group?
Right. So we have always heard about stories like what Mike was saying, and Mike actually went and sat in one of Jerry's session. But right before that, we attended a conference in San Diego. Mike and I both were there, and they had some profound veteran speakers out there. And the stories they told us, that actually just inspired us. And when we got back, we got the opportunity to get involved with Jerry's organization. And it's just, these guys have, I mean, you know, in the past and even right now, they are the ones who have sacrificed quite a bit for us. And there's just no ways we can come anywhere close to saying thank you, but it's just a little gesture that we like to do.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. You know, so right now it's about 1 minute till 10 o'clock, and we're going to be speaking to Joe Perez. Would you seen Texas Chronicles, History, Mystery, and Adventure? Have you seen his stuff before?
I have. Yes, absolutely.
You guys rolled out the red carpet today for him. I was kind of shocked. You know, We walk in earlier at like 8:30, and we didn't get a red carpet. But
Where's
when
the
Joe
red
walks
carpet?
in,
Where's the red carpet?
It's in his head, like somewhere.
So
in
look, we're gonna do something for y'all. For all the KHEA viewers, we have a special. Download our app if they can download our app and use the promo code KHEA. They get 25% off.
What's up? That's awesome.
what?
So go get the app, and you can do
Going
that.
right now. You guys have an app? How
We
long
ha-
have you had an app?
We have had. We barely launched it, so we are still marketing it. It's on Android, Apple. Actually, there's that little QR code right there.
I see it. It's that little QR. That's a giant QR code. You can't really miss it. I saw that earlier. Scan to skip the line, so you can order from the app. Is that what that
You
means?
can order from the app, and before you check out, it should ask at the very bottom, use the promo code. Use promo code KHEA. You get 25% off your meal.
I
That's
love it.
KIA?
No.
KHEA.
KHEA. KHEA.
Oh, I
Come
get it
on.
now. I get it.
KIA. Here we go. It's 10 o'clock. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. It's Kickstart. Right now we're talking to Tony, him and his brother Mike. They own Burger Nation NASA, where we're hanging out today. We're in the Burger Nation NASA studios, where you can see the backdrop. I hear the grill like fired up and sizzling, and I know we have some videos. Curt, can we take a look and maybe some of that while we talk for a bit? But this is 99.5 FM, KHEARadio.com. We're going to be on till 11.
The app's legit.
We have Joe Perez here in Burger Nation NASA. He brought his son Eli, who's awesome. I love Eli. So we're going to be talking about everything Texas Chronicles, where he's going next, what he looks for whenever he is going to shoot a new episode. It's not he does a lot with food, but he does so much more than food, even focusing on small business, road trips, anything that is like an attraction in the area. So I'm excited to learn what's next for Joe Perez and Texas Chronicles.
Yeah, Tony, is there anything else that you want to say? Is there any like catchphrase that you want to do that you've done for? Because I mean, I just want to hear it, like the 50-50.
You mean the keto?
Keto.
That's our very popular ad that people a lot of times they come in, and then that's what we're kind of known for, the keto ad.
Can you do it for us?
Sure. Why not? This is live, right?
Yeah, this is live. You don't.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah. All right. Guys, Tony here from Burger Nation, where you don't have to compromise your taste for your ways. Come enjoy one of our keto burger, only at the Burger Nation. Keto.
Ooh, that was awesome. Oh,
All
that
right,
gave me
good
chills.
Nailed
Made me
it.
wanted to eat a keto burger for sure.
Come on, let's do it. We're going to bring some out for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being in here. One more time, how can people find you guys on social media, app, anything else?
Facebook, we are on both Android and Apple app stores. Look us up. Download the app. Use the promo code KHEA, not KIA, KHEA, and get 25% off your order. Look us up on our website, www.burger-nation.com. And find us right here across from NASA, 1400 East NASA Parkway.
Awesome.
Where we make awesome burgers for awesome people by awesome people.
There you go. Thank you so much, Tony.
Thank you, guys.
We're going to have Joe Perez here in a bit. He's going to come. If you haven't checked out Texas Chronicles History, Mystery, and Adventure, make sure that you go and do that. We love Joe. Awesome guy. He brought Eli, who's another awesome guy.
Eli, I was kind of disappointed because I was kind of promised maybe a burger suit, but I don't know if he's
By
going
who?
to by Joe Perez, and I don't know if he's going to break it out today, but you're going to want to stay tuned to see if you can see Eli in a burger suit.
So wait, I thought you said you were promised. I was like, wait, he said he was going to bring you one to wear?
No, that Eli was going to be in one, but he's not in one right now. He's in an awesome Texas Chronicles shirt.
Curt, that's your size.
It is.
Curt, would try.
The schmedium.
You gotta pick it up. There you go.
What's up, Joe? What's up, Eli? How you guys doing?
Good. How's it going?
Doing pretty good. Everything's been going good over here so far. I mean, you've been busy. You've been a very busy person. Like, how do you balance everything? It's summertime, but like, it's like more work. I feel like.
We are busy, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. We really are.
Yeah. So we, we try to. Well, first of all, you guys are busier than us, but we try. But we're super busy, but we try to find time to go out and film and still have family time, and then I got work and everything. So, yeah, we're pretty busy, but we always find time to to go out and tell those great stories.
You know, one thing that we want to bring back, that, and it may be already in the works, but Eli's, the kids edition, we had Moody Gardens in the other day, and they're like, we need Eli to come back. He's the expert whenever it comes to Moody Gardens, and we want him to be featured again. Is that something that you're open to do?
Oh, yeah. We're always open for everything, and we're always ready for something new.
Yeah, he is. We were on the way here. We were talking, and he's like, "Dad, I want to do more videos and everything." And it's just, he's ready. He's ready because I think now there's a competition with his brother because his. Okay, so so one of the new things that we're doing is we're doing we're going to have a children's show that we're going to do because I don't know about your kids. They watch YouTube and they watch all these crazy YouTube. And I'm sitting back and I'm like, these guys they've got millions of views. And I'm like, and it's just kids just kind of doing nothing.
Yeah.
So we are going to, both Eli and Gabriel are going to kind of come together and do a YouTube channel and do YouTube stuff and learn and show kids how to do say their ABCs and colors and things like that. Yeah.
You know, I feel like and this is what my son wants to do. He watches the unboxing of all of the toy videos on YouTube, and there are millions of views on these. And he's like, Dad, if you just bought me more toys and video it.
Yeah, so I know.
If I was a kid, that's what I would be telling my parents too, like just to get free toys.
Well, they don't even get free toys from their parents. They get toys from their sponsors. So if Target sponsors you, all these, they get tons of, and you know, we buy Gabriel a lot of toys and you too. So why not?
Who gets more toys? You or Gabriel?
Me.
Well, you're the famous one for now.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah, but you know, are you willing to share the spotlight with your baby brother?
Yeah, I just wish I could, I just wish I could be the first famous one. And
Well, I think you already are.
Well, people recognize him all the time. They're like, I know you from videos. And he's like, you know.
Well, I'm mostly recognized from a kid, but.
Oh, the kids recognize you.
Yeah. Most grown-ups and kids recognize. Not kids, but just grown-ups too.
Okay, cool. So Joe, you released a new video. Is it Joe Lee's?
Oh, today we released the Backyard in Seabrook.
Oh, okay.
It is it's kind of blowing up a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, you know, when you specialize in like the video that you guys did with the Vietnamese
Pho Ba Mi?
No, it was the one
Vietnamese crawfish.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then y'all had the crabs and everything. That video did very well because I think people like things that are specific. So we went out to the backyard and we did mac and cheese, and they do other stuff too, but the mac and cheese is so good. I'm just telling you, if you haven't gone, you need to go. And I like mac and cheese, but I mean, they put all kinds of crazy stuff on it. It's just so good. It's really, really, it's awesome. I can't tell you how great it is.
You know, you're talking my language because you're talking about cheese, right?
Yeah.
Cheese.
I love cheese.
Oh, I know you do.
I love cheese.
I know
so
you do.
It's in comparison to all of the mac and cheese that you have ever had, this is the best, right?
Yes, and the reason why it's all quality ingredients. You know, I mean, you know, I'm sure that you've had a wide variety of different mac and cheeses, but when you use great cheese, great noodles, you know, and all the ingredients that they have, and then they put 44 farms meat on some of them. Some of them have the Nola mac has all these this grilled shrimp that goes on top of it. They have an elote mac if you like Mexican corn.
Street corn.
They put the street corn in there. Dude, it is amazing.
You know, one of the things that is really good that I haven't had in a long time, and I'm just thinking about this now, is like pasta with corn in it. You know, like if you add corn to pasta.
Like goulash, I think is what I've seen it with, like ground meat.
I'm not talking. I'm just talking like cheesy pasta. Like you add corn to it, it just adds a little kick to it.
I never. Well, they grill it like just like you were to have like a Mexican street corn, and then that flavor comes out whenever you eat the mac and cheese.
So since we're here and we're at Burger Nation, well, you know, cheese goes on hamburgers. So, so no wonder we're talking about cheese.
And you know, the burgers here are really, really good. They're so Daddy had a camel burger last time he was here, And I was like, camel burger, and I ate it, and it was awesome.
Would you try a camel burger, Eli?
A camel burger sounds like a burger dressed up a camel. Sounds like.
It could be. I don't know. We'll have to order one and see if that's what they bring out. But either way, I'd try it. I'd try it for sure.
Eli, you know, one of the cool things about Burger Nation NASA is the camel burger, but we went and had kangaroo burgers one time.
The kangaroo actually pulled the burger out of his little sack and gave it to them. It was crazy. I was like, what? What's going on?
Is that really true?
Not that part, but we did try it. We did try the kangaroo burger. It's actually really good.
It was awesome.
Are you saying cut up kangaroo in a burger?
Like a patty. Like, you know how you have the hamburger patty? Well, you think about it, you know, like there's the cow and it's the beef, but I promise if you tried it, you'd probably be like, okay, now I see these guys. They're not all that.
You know why?
Crazy.
So in Australia, they have a lot of what?
Kangaroos.
Yeah, what do we have a lot of in here?
Cows.
Yeah, so it's just kind of the same thing, right?
Well, yeah, like it's instead of kangaroo burgers, it just be weird, like cut up kangaroo put into a burger.
No, they don't just they grind it up. So you take the grind up meat and then you mix it in with the cow. It's good.
I can never eat that.
I'm telling you, you know what? No, it's gonna be a challenge.
I don't even
Eli's gonna
try
eat a
it.
kangaroo burger.
No. I don't even want to try. I don't even want to eat a kangaroo.
Well, Gabriel's probably eating one right now. He said it was delicious.
Oh,
little brother.
is there a little rivalry?
You better get your napkin ready. You better get.
I don't want to do that.
No, I'm just saying. Hey guys, I really liked your video on Lamarck the other day. That was awesome.
Thank you. We saw that you shared it on Texas Chronicles History, Mystery, and Adventure.
Yeah, it was just I saw it yesterday, and it was really, really good. I saw some of the great responses that people had, and that's just, I mean, I think every city, like in the state of Texas, needs something like that.
They just got to give us a call, 346-704-1806.
Hey, you know, you might be able
it.
to do that, but I just think that every city needs a video that spotlights the heart of the city, and I think you guys with the video were able to do that.
Yeah, there's a lot. So I grew up in Lamarck. You know, my parents still live there. A lot of the filming, like my parents live off Lake Road. And if you're from Lamarck, you know where that is. So a lot of the filming was there, downtown. There's also Omega Bay, Highland Bayou Park. There's a lot of different stuff that is in Lamarck. Mm-hmm. People either, one, don't realize it is Lamarck, or realize that it's there and never took advantage of the opportunity. Like, you can go out and go boating and, you know, play with the dogs. And we featured that stuff in the video, and people are like, this is either like, this is Lamarck, or like, yeah, it's free. Anybody can go. Let's go.
I think people live in an area for so long, and they live in this bubble. You know, they go to work, come home, take the same street, whatever. But there's outside things in that community that people just don't know about. And I think when you spotlight that, I think more people will go to the parks because, you know, you want to be able to connect with your environment, connect with your community, and I just think that's a great thing that you guys did. So
we had a lot of fun doing it.
We did, and you know, because you do video, we did that whole thing, script, shot, edited in 9 days.
That's awesome.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
We were up until like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning most nights, you know, turning around and waking up and doing a morning show, drinking a lot of Bang Energy. I don't know if I've ever drank so much Bang Energy.
He's having like 3 a day. I was still doing like my one, but I was just like,
cut down on that. No, but hey, it's the content that's the most, and then people, you know, trying to get with people's schedules and everything. The editing part is, I would think probably like for people who do edit is the easiest part, but the getting people to do content, finding people to, okay, are you going to be at the park and are you going to say something to us, kind of, you know, coordinating with you guys, that's the hardest part. But man, it looked really great.
The editing was a little difficult because they're like, hey, that pool looks green, can you make it look blue? And I was like, yeah.
But that's a part of the editor, you know. I mean, that's what, you know, I mean, that's what I do too. It's like, you know, bring the red outs, bring the green outs, you know, or, you know, stuff like that. So
whenever you create new content, what do you find people connect most to?
You know, I think it's the stories. I think, well, when we do stuff, like whenever we do food videos, we make sure that, you know, people eat with their eyes. But it's really the host that the person that carries the video. Like this one that we just did, like with the Jolie's one that we did 2 weeks ago. That place has been around since the 1970s, and people who have eaten there from the 1970s, there's a connection there. There's a sense of history there. With mac and cheese. I mean, I didn't grow up eating mac and cheese, but people growing up, they ate mac and cheese. Do you eat mac and cheese too?
Yeah. Probably the best mac and cheese I've ever had was at my friend's house, which it's I like salt and pepper. So my friend is named Crosby, which he thinks it's Crisby.
He calls himself Crispy, but
No. My dad thinks his name is Crispy.
Oh, okay.
This is really funny. And so, but anyways, his mom makes the best, like really good mac and cheese because she gets the mac and cheese and she puts it, and she just makes it, and it has the salt and pepper in it.
Oh,
well, see, there you go.
You know what I do, Eli? It's not just the salt and pepper. You got to go the mac and cheese. You got to get the Velveeta extra, so you're putting more mac and cheese in.
Yeah.
And then you take the sliced American cheese and you melt it on top of it and mix it all together, and then you have lots of cheese.
And you have to use heavy cream. You can't use this skim milk.
No. I know. But
So what he talked to us about, it was the mac and cheese, was the same thing as growing up with it. So there's a connection there. You try to get your audience to connect with the video. So growing up eating mac and cheese, and so here's an adult version of the mac and cheese. They have an OG mac and cheese, but here's a kicked up version. But there's a connection there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's all about the story.
It's a story, yeah.
And then I feel like the same thing with music. There's the story, but the emotion. But sometimes it's hard to recreate, not necessarily recreate that, but capture it. Because you can have the best story in the world, but if it's not told in a way that I guess is going to engage someone right off the bat, or maybe capture that emotion, someone's not going to be able to buy in. But that's a tough part.
I'm telling you, music for me, I wake up to music, I go to sleep to music. My whole day is filled with music. And I'm not a musician, but music is a big part of my life. And I can listen from something from the 80s and bring back an emotion that that something was happening to me during that time, or but that's a connection that I make, and it's just.
And during my days,
during his days.
Sorry, during my days, every day I hear music here, music everywhere. So
yeah,
and my dad likes to hear a lot of music, and I do too.
Yeah.
And it's just there's so much music every day.
Yeah.
It's just in the morning when we go brush our teeth,
music.
we hear music.
Mm-hmm.
In the car we hear music, and everywhere we go, places, there's music everywhere. And then when we get home, we listen to music sometimes. Not usually then, but.
It's better though. Even video sometimes is better with music. I feel like it just can add, but it has to be the right song for the right mood, and it just can make all the difference.
I saw there was a contest the other day, and I was looking into it because I'm trying to find places to put the This Is Lamarck video, and awards and stuff, because we never get awards. We never. And I want to win one. But the one thing that I saw was the music bed. There was they give you a specific music
song
bed, and you have to go and create a movie
cool.
out of it.
Okay, so you need to come to me and let me get you. We could do that, but
he has a bunch of Emmy. Could it be entered into win an Emmy?
Well, let me tell you. So as long as it's broadcast, then you're eligible. So I would get with whether it's a city or something, find out how much your commercial could air, whether it's Friday or Saturdays or during the late at night, not late at night, but in the evenings on non-prime time, non-prime time hours, and air it. And then, then you might be able to.
We have a TV station.
Well, does it have to be on a certain network or like?
You can pick whatever network you want.
so we could put it on our TV station.
You
It's
could-
over the air.
Does that work?
That works right there. Then you get then you enter it for a nomination,
Ah.
but you enter it in the community because in the community / tourism, which they have, and then you could be eligible for
Kurt's
an Emmy.
excited. He's already like polishing his Emmy. He's gonna knock me off the stage.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine though?
I
From
would
now
like
on,
to thank, and he pushes me off.
Ah.
It's just
because
Because you only have 20 seconds to say your 20, 25 seconds. That's it. How are y'all two going to split? If you get, let's say you do win an Emmy, who's going to talk?
I feel like Kurt would want to talk.
no, you're the face of the radio station. I'm behind the scenes. You
Oh,
can
so
have
what?
it.
So what? So he's just going to be like, and then you're going to talk?
I'm just not gonna say. Yeah, he's gonna like have a little his voice.
I'll
He's like, just my face.
give you 5 seconds. You can be like, and I'm Gardy, and I'm like, thank you, Gardy. I just want to say thank you to all my friends.
First person I'm thinking.
God.
Well, no person. God is, he's God. But
But,
I'm
okay.
thinking Joe. I was like, well, none of this would be possible if Joe wouldn't have told us this was possible. Thank you, Joe and Eli.
Here's the. Oh my gosh.
Let me tell you.
You know why I want to do this, right? Because on I want an award first of all because we don't win anything. But second of all, on Sundays after like Sergio or even Kevin like play, he's like they've won a Grammy. So in the future when I play a video, I want Pastor to be like, and that was done by like Kurt Casper and Gardy Garcia, and they have Emmys,
Yeah,
Emmys, Emmy
but
award winning, and it
it'll
feels good.
it'll always stick with you. I mean, when I die, they're gonna be like, well, Joe, the nighttime Emmy award winning director, was a good guy. So that could
He's
that
laughing
could always
at you.
that's a thing that will always be attached to your name, which is cool. But yeah, you should do that.
Eli, why is this so funny? That's a big deal. I guess to you, you grew up with Emmys.
Well, no, it's not that. But
I feel like you really earned
Dad,
them. Do you polish them?
my-
That's what I would do. I'd be like
my
playing with
dad
them.
is an important person, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they're gonna say that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hey,
No,
It's true. He's a very important person.
no, I'm not. No.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
You are.
Especially to
Getting
him.
angry.
Especially to
He was
him.
like,
To you, I am.
I needed Eli around me to be like, I'm not really that
He is-
important. And he
no.
goes, yes, you are.
This guy's like a life coach. I'm serious. He's like a little life coach. To me, he's like, no, Dad, he is like keeps me on the straight and narrow all the time, and he's really good because he's always filled with positivity, kind of like what you guys do. So he's a walking little positivity, and he's always talking to me like, no, Dad, you don't need to say that, or he's always positive. So he's always.
Eli, are you excited to win your first award? Because I feel like because there was one that I saw. I think you were picking strawberries at Froberg's in Alvin. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
I think that should deserve an award, right?
Well, you know what? I don't. Yeah, I probably does, but also as you say, but it's. Look, I know you haven't won an award yet, but you're gonna win many awards during your life.
You're right. You know what?
See,
He said that, and I believe it. Wow.
I need him walking around my entire life.
Hey, let me tell you, because these guys a year ago, they had the same show, and they were doing good, and now a year later, look where they're at. They're doing so many amazing, great things. So when you say that, I believe it, because if you think about where we're going to be in a year from now, think about all the great stuff that's going to happen. So
It's exciting. One thing that I'm excited about, and it's not quite a year from now, but it's October 12th. We're having our inaugural, the first ever in our area, and maybe even the first in ever, taco cook-off.
We have to come up with the name, but I've been throwing around some like Texas City Championships, World Championships, International Championships.
Intergalactic.
that's what. Why just stick with Texas? Go outside the stratosphere.
So the Talk of Taco International Taco Cook-Off.
Everyone's open to enter. It's the invitation. No, it could be an invitational. I don't know. We'll have to decide. But we have another meeting with the United Way today, so we're excited. Hopefully, we're going to be getting everything sealed up and get the links out so people can start signing up. And
When I heard that, I was super excited because I want it. I mean, we want to have a Texas Chronicles taco. So I want to make sure that that we try to enter.
What's going on?
I don't know if that's fair. First of all,
No, I
you know why? Because how many restaurants have you been to over the last like 4 years?
You know, that's
millions.
true. I don't know.
Like you've tried it all. You know what to put in. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're a food expert.
Well, no, I just, you know what? I want to be a part of it. I want to be a part of it. I mean, whether it's cooking or whether it's sponsoring you guys, but it's, you know, I think it's going to be a fun time, and I think people are gonna gravitate to it. So
I can't wait to make this.
Yeah.
happen.
Well, hopefully, so we're hoping, and we had mentioned this stuff to you before, and you said, "Hey, I'm in." So, even if you're open to judging, or Eli could maybe be a judge, we need judges. And you've eaten a lot of tacos.
I can't be the judge. No one's a judge. No one's a judge. Only God is.
that's
but
fair.
we can't ask him to come.
Well,
And judge.
What if he did, like, I'm just thinking about this, like a light, just like if there's signs everywhere, and it's like, well, that's the winner.
Well, he
can't
would
have you-
tell Kirk, no corn.
no
Can't be adding corn to the. Yeah, I'm just kidding. You can't.
But here's the best part. So there are going to be 4 categories. So there's a beef, chicken, seafood, and miscellaneous.
beef.
So there's only 4.
Yeah.
4 categories, right?
Okay.
So you can choose whatever you want to be. So if you think that your taco tastes better with
Yeah.
a corn tortilla
Yeah.
than a flour tortilla, then that's on you.
Yeah.
If you think yours tastes better with a hard shell versus a soft shell, then that's on you. It goes in that category. So it's going to be fun to kind of see what people come up with.
And let me tell you, don't ever ask anybody, or or make a poll about flour or corn,
Right.
because
It goes down.
it goes. I mean, because you know, I like my breakfast tacos and a flour tortilla, but if I'm eating fajitas, I've got to go corn. You know what I mean?
I don't really like corn tortillas.
But it's just when it comes to fajitas, it's just I don't know. For me, I like the flavor of the corn.
Hey, when you think of fajitas in a local restaurant, what's one of the first places you think of?
Well, honestly, I will tell you this, and I know people are going to be like, "Whoa, what?" And people will, because you know we do a lot of local places, but I like Papacitos fajitas.
I do too.
And people will be like, "Oh, that's a chain." I'm like, "Well, they do their fajitas awesome."
Yeah.
And you know, I have never had a bad plate of fajitas there. I mean, and
I like the butter and all that stuff.
and how can you like with clarified butter? I mean, it's and a lot of places don't serve it like that, but they you know, and it's all about the quality of meat that they have. And when you eat it, you know. I mean, the first bite when you take a bite of their fajitas, you know that it's quality meat.
Yeah, the first place I think of is Lupe Tortilla, and then the second place is Papacitos.
Yeah.
I feel like they are like on par. Like
They
if
are.
we're thinking of that. But I was going to talk about the corn tortillas from Lupe Tortilla. Those are really good, and they're interesting and different. It's almost a hybrid or something. I don't know.
They're really good. So one of the things is like the reason why I like the corn tortilla is because they're smaller, and a lot of places they will give you an extra large tortilla. So after your first fajita taco, you're like, I'm full. I want to be able to space it out. You know what I mean? So I want to be able to do a chicken because I always get the mixed whatever. So corn tortillas allows you to have like maybe 1 or 2, but whenever you go to some places, the tortillas are like massive, and you feel like you need to fill them all up. So by the time you're done, you're like, I can't have any more.
Yeah, because Lupe it's like as big as almost half of this table. Like one
No,
tortilla.
they're 1 tortilla, yeah.
I tear it up into 4s.
Yeah, that's
And
what
I'm
I do
just
too.
just
Yeah.
doing this and like taking a little bite.
That's what I do,
I'm the
yeah.
Same way. Yeah.
So look, if you think a camo burger is pretty weird, well,
The cable taco.
I think a camo taco is weirder. But
We had camel empanadas. It's kind of like a taco.
Deep fried.
Ooh.
It's like a taco that's deep fried, but it's had camel in it.
wow, now burger and tacos that are in camo shirts, maybe that'd be pretty weird.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, now that he says that, I can't wait to see the shirts that are going to come out of this.
Yeah, and
What?
T-shirts?
No, the T-shirts. You got to have T-shirts.
We're working on a logo. Signfly, Tim from Signfly is actually working on the logo. We're thinking like taco in the shape of the taco.
Yeah, we sketched it out. I was like, he was in studio, we were talking, and I was thinking of like, you know, the Ninja Turtle font, how it's kind of like that,
yeah.
but like a taco shell where it says talk of taco, but anything that has a face. Like I look at the Burger Nation, you know, logo, and you instantly connect with it. Kids love it.
Uh-huh.
A lot of places, you know, will bring in that mascot. And so I was like, man, if we can somehow make the taco alive, somehow sneak a face in that's not creepy, taco, but it's actually a taco shell, so the top of the font has like
Eli will wear the
sticking out.
mascot outfit,
Well,
right?
okay, so let me tell you, I tried to get him to wear a what?
A burger costume, but I didn't want to. And then he convinced me to wear a burger hat. I'm like, no, I still don't want it.
So you know,
Eli is kind of like his own dude.
I know. I'm like, hey, you need to come. We're gonna, kind of step it up a little bit, wear a costume. And he's like, no. Talk to my agent. I'm like, what?
Gabriel comes out.
Okay, I'll do it.
And then he convinced me to wear a burger hat, but then I say no because
No burger hat.
Because I don't want to, first of all, someone might eat me.
I'm hungry now, so I'll take a bite.
Yeah.
And second of all, I was kind of embarrassed when wearing it.
I feel
Well,
you.
you know what? You've got it now. You need to learn from Curt, because Curt doesn't get embarrassed. Curt will do anything to
grow KHEA radio, I feel like
grow KHEA radio, whether it's wearing a hot dog costume or eating 1,000 corn dogs. Curt will do it. You can't. There is no line with Curt.
Look, I don't. I think the second one maybe won't happen, but about the corn dog thingy. But look.
He tried to eat 40 corn dogs.
Yeah.
And they came out the same way they came in.
Oof.
You want to know
Dad,
something?
don't say that.
Eli, you want to know something that's cool?
What?
They asked me on July 7th, the church did that we work for, Abundant Life. They said, you know what? We're having hot dogs. We're going to grill some hot dogs for people. And they were like, and Curt, we want you to show up in your hot dog suit.
That's not quite the way it went down. He was like, I could wear my hot dog suit. And they were like, okay, yeah, okay, I guess if you
So I'm
want
going
to.
to be walking around eating my children.
Well, they're going to be like, first you got to wash that thing because,
It's expensive to get it dry clean. It's like
We've done it one
$4.
time.
And he's like, no way, I'm not spending $4 on getting that thing dry
It
clean.
was 15. I got to worry about my AC in my car first.
Oh, we need to do something about that, dude. I'm serious.
Yeah,
Because when you come out of that car, like when you go in and eat fajitas somewhere and you come out and you smell like fajitas, it's the same thing. When you step out of that car, no telling what you're smelling.
It's like being boiled, though. Like
I know.
The hot dog.
But the
You put it
smell
in the
isn't-
boiling pan. It's great.
His car has a unique smell and has nothing to do with the heat because the AC just went out a couple weeks ago, and it's just I'm like, dude, what is that smell? And he's just like, I don't know. As I'm like sitting in trash, but he has been doing since he has been in a relationship. It's a lot cleaner.
that's what happens when you get in.
Vacation Bible school is the same. Like when I go in there, it's like boiling hot. It's like 1,000 degrees. It's like the whole church is like an oven cooking tiny pieces of chicken.
I feel like there's so much energy in there, and all the kids are probably riling up the heat.
Yeah, smells like socks. Like socks.
Socks.
And also my dad
Same
said,
smell from my
dad-
car.
Yeah, is that what your car?
It sucks.
Yeah, and my dad says it smells like dirty teenagers in there.
We need a segment of kids say the darnest things on
Yeah.
KHEA radio.
Yeah.
It wasn't me that said it. It was my dad.
It was my dad.
Hey, for your car though, I feel like the AC being out has actually helped a couple things because it
When we
lets
don't
it.
drive it as much.
Well, no, we have. Okay, so that entire video we filmed for the most part for the Lamarck video.
Yeah.
We did it in his, and I told Curt, I said, I feel like it keeps us humble.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us need that more than others,
Mm-hmm.
and it
Why are
also
you looking
lets
at
it.
me?
I didn't,
Okay.
but you can see like me look. But I also feel like it helped air it out, and sometimes that's good, like
Yeah.
just air it out.
The windows are open.
Also, I got the sweet tan on one arm, and you got a sweet tan on the other arm from our windows out. And then we were also doing this number, and it just reminds us of being a kid, I remember doing that in air, angling the wind in my face. It was a
Yeah.
lot of fun. But if we could get your AC fixed, or better yet, get you a new car,
Yeah,
then
that would be
cool too.
great. And it's all how you handle the situation. I mean, but I mean, it's. I'd love to see you in a new car because that Compass has been
Through a lot.
It's been through a lot, right?
It's had its share of goods and it's had its shares of bads, for sure.
Yeah, right now it's 10:33. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. If you're watching on Facebook, you have the opportunity to win a gift card to Burger Nation. We actually stumbled across it yesterday. Thank you to our intern, Maisie.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you so much.
Yep, so we're going to be giving that away. Like this video, comment, drop a burger emoji, and then share it out on your Facebook stream. If you're listening on 99.5 FM, head on over to social media. Do that if you want to be considered and entered to win.
You know, the hardest part about all of this is we're sitting here at Burger Nation, and it smells delicious.
And I could hear the sizzling of the beef in the back.
It just makes your stomach like super, super hungry. Like you're just like, oh.
And if you've never had a burger here, man, their stuff is so good. I love the buns that they use here too. It's just the meat, the quality of the meat that they use here is really good.
Yeah.
But,
have
It's
you
never
heard of
frozen patties?
Have you heard of the keto options? How they do the crisp? Have you seen that? It's pretty popular.
you know, they sell those now at
Really?
when you go to, like, I think I saw it at Target. They have like these crisp layers that you can add, or you could either use it as a taco. But that's ingenious. I mean,
So what has your favorite hamburger been here so far?
So far here, I enjoy getting like a double turkey patty. I always do like a custom thing. And I've ordered this multiple times. A double turkey patty with bacon and eggs on it. And then I like mustard and a little bit of sriracha.
well, let me tell you that turkey that they have here, a lot of other places that serve turkey, the turkey is really dry. But the turkey that they have here is really good. I don't know what they put in it, but it's very it's juicy.
Yeah.
And usually turkey doesn't have that, so I don't know what they put in it, but it's super good. And I tried their turkey burger here. It's good.
I like it.
I like having the Kickstart burger. I know it's the KHEA Kickstart burger, and you would expect me to say that, but I love peanut butter, and peanut butter on a cheeseburger is delicious.
Well, that's pretty weird. I mean, you say a peanut butter sandwich and like
Add a cheeseburger to it.
Well, I mean, like add it together. It's like a.
You know what? It's good.
It's like a peanut butter sandwich and a hamburger mixed together.
But you know what they do?
That sounds pretty
Kurt,
good.
name all the toppings on there. And I think we have a little bit of video if you're watching it. So it has. You want to name the toppings?
I think it's got peanut butter, it's got jelly, it's got bacon, it's got cheddar cheese, jalapenos,
grilled jalapenos.
grilled jalapenos.
Ew.
Really?
It's so good. Yeah, bacon, cheddar cheese, jalapenos, as you can see on the screen here, peanut butter. Look at them swipe that on there. Jelly.
Jelly.
It's called the KHEA Kickstart Burger. You can only get it here at Burger Nation. You know, one of the things that I like to do, Eli, as well, and I think maybe this is why I like burgers.
His eyes blew up over there.
Wow.
And he was telling me when he came in, he's like, "Dad, are we gonna eat there?" And I'm like, "I don't
I
know."
noticed the smell. They snuck up behind me, and I was like, "What's that delicious smell?"
Oh my gosh, yes! And I was so glad we didn't eat.
Some of the
Yes.
top ones, that's obviously the keto.
Look at that, and it's cooked.
Oh.
That's it.
That is the bison burger.
This is.
Hot Cheeto.
I've been
Cheeto
wanting
hamburgers.
to. I've been wanting to try this.
And the pineapple.
Not gonna be disappointed.
The Hawaiian?
The Hawaiian.
Hey.
And
Why are
French
you
fries.
Hawaiian me?
And French fries.
And that's the Cajun fries.
Oh, they're so good here.
So let's, man. I guess we're getting shots of all of us. Like, where did Eli go? He's the.
Yeah, Eli, where are you?
He's underneath a bed of fries.
Oh,
and
I'm right
burgers.
here.
Sea salt.
I'm right here. Come
Wow.
with the
Just put the French fries in.
This is hard. This is hard not to resist. I want to just take a bite. Like,
Eat some fries, man. Eat
Yeah.
some. It's for you.
Thank you, sir.
Whatever you want. So yeah, we are at Burger Nation again. Feel free to share this video out and like it, comment that burger emoji. Let us know, have you been to Burger Nation before? If not, hey, today is a good opportunity to come check them out. They open at 11 actually.
Look at this. I'm telling you right now, and I've been wanting to try this. Look at this.
Yeah.
Flaming hot Cheeto burger, and it looks amazing. Look at that.
Yeah,
and I
the
love
flaming
the
hot
I
Cheeto
love the
burger.
bread that they use here. It's so good. It just goes so well with the meat. But look at that.
yeah. Our new code for this. This is a video, right? Right. Should be salty because this is very salty.
But they're
Very
good.
salty.
But it has the Cajun salt, which is good.
yeah.
Do you like the Cajun salt? It's different than like if you go to.
It tastes like salt, but it tastes like 10 times saltier.
No,
Ooh.
because it's the Cajun spice.
They just came out too, and we also have some ketchup.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna get into a lot of deliciousness. Man, they also have different options. So like there's their traditional bun, and then they have the big toast. It looks like Texas toast to me, and then also the keto the keto option as
And that is
well.
like that is cooked perfect. I mean, that cheese. What is it? The cheese topping on that is it looks awesome.
Yeah, they just shred the cheese. Take shredded cheese, put it on the grill, and that's how they get to it.
So you know what's tough for me, guys? The toughest part of this is I'm on day 4, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Oh, I guess I'm on day 5 of a 6-week challenge with the Iron Den, which I'm really excited about. So I have been doing. It's called Power Fit Meals. I've had 21 meals, and I have it all in my fridge. I already ate my breakfast. And this is a little test of my willpower. I'm not going to lie.
It's hard.
But
I'm like, it's hard to do this.
it must be tough.
It's hard.
It is hard. But for me, I almost like situations like this because it proves to myself, you know what? I set out I'm going to do this. This should be something of me filming, like sweating, like at the end, just being like, because it's not all rainbows. Whenever you try and do something, any goal in life, you run through challenges, and to be able to show those, that's what I'm hoping to do.
And that's awesome. We're gonna do a probably in the next month. I'm gonna do a. So, I guess people think that I eat up a lot whenever I go, whatever. And yeah, I'm kind of chunky, but I'm gonna do. Well, okay. I'm gonna do a 50-pound challenge.
50-pound challenge.
50-pound challenge. Yes.
So what does that entail? Like, what does that mean?
I'm gonna lose 50 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
How are you gonna do it?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna.
Go to the gym.
Yeah. So I've been in the past. I've been going to the gym, but I hurt my knee.
Yeah.
But it's all better now. So I'm gonna do daily checkups, and to show people that I can do it.
Yeah.
And that it's all changing the way you eat and your positivity and everything, and so I'm gonna lose the 50 pounds.
Yeah, I feel like accountability, like having some, like right now, I have these cameras on me, helping keep me accountable.
Yeah.
Why
did you just think of fry? The camera wasn't on you.
Maybe that's why, because the camera switched away. But with the gym, over there at the Iron Den, they've texted me almost every day, just asking, how's it going? Don't forget to do this, weigh in. And there's a Facebook group, a support group as well. They said, hey, go ahead and make a post in there, introduce yourself, and then, posting, and other people have responded and just asked questions and liked. So that's been a really big help as well, because usually the only guy that I'm talking to about anything that we've done is this guy. And I don't know how well you know Curt, but sometimes whenever it comes to like fitness or like, he's not that. I'm the support system for him. But we're working together. But
I know
it's just been interesting, and I like a challenge.
Yeah, me too. And the thing is it's and it's accountability. Yeah, I like this kind of food, but I don't mind. I don't mind eating like I don't mind eating chicken, and I don't mind eating like healthy food.
Yeah.
But the thing is like if I start with me, it kind of trickles down to my family. So. With him and my wife and baby Gabriel, it all kind of trickles down. So, but yeah, I'm super ready to do it, and I actually like working out.
Yeah. You were going to the Sanctuary, right?
Yeah, and Sanctuary is just an amazing place to go and not only get fit physically, but get fit, spiritually. So, man, I've never had somebody just come up and pray with you after you get off the treadmill, which is like super cool. But the guys over there, Jonathan and Cassidy, do such a great job over there.
Joe, we needed prayer the last time we went and worked at Sanctuary. I think that ruined me working out forever. I haven't worked out since, but I was hurting.
How long ago was that? Was that this year or last year?
That was last year.
Yeah, they definitely push you to the limit. But first they'll ask you, like, well, what can't you do? And they push you to the limit. It's never uncomfortable. But, if you're done with your reps, Jonathan's going to be like, okay, I want 20 more or 10 more.
That's Marshmallow. That's Marshmallow the singer. That's Marshmallow the singer.
Oh, is this some music?
Okay.
It's a music family.
Okay.
For sure.
It's called Happier.
Oh, okay.
I hear this song all the time.
Okay. Awesome. But yeah, no, they do a great job over there. They do a really good job.
Yeah, and that's one. So he has a background in bodybuilding, and that's one of the things that I've noticed in difference of training. that bodybuilders are used to training to failure. So whenever we had Billy, the owner of the Iron Den, and that's what he was saying, like we're used to training to failure. So failure is okay. You know, everybody fails, but like most people, it's like, man, I failed. I didn't make it to the gym. Like, what am I going to do? Or I broke my diet or my new nutritional schedule or whatever.
Yeah.
But he said, in bodybuilding, you know, you're training your reps and you fail. So it's kind of like, hey, well, we can get up and keep going. Most people feel defeated.
Yeah, but you know the thing is, when you talk to those guys, the number one part of their whole about them is that they're mostly very positive, because when you go in, yeah, you're going to fail, or you're not going to see the results in the 2 weeks or in 3 weeks. But you know, it's waking up and. It's waking up and going and doing it and being accountable, and it's every day going. But that's what we want to do. We want to show that you know, I'm going to go in and, you know, I'm a fatty now, but you know, and then I know, but what I'm saying is we're gonna let people see the transformation.
Wow, so 50 pounds, and probably in like next month or something. What do you think about
next
starting
month? So if you go to like a Home Depot and you pick up a bag of mulch or a bag of cement, that's like 50 pounds.
That's 50 pounds.
That's heavy. That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of weight.
There's one time I lost 40 pounds, but never 50 pounds.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and hopefully we'll. Okay,
Go ahead and eat the burger. That'd be
eat
fine.
it. So that's a cheese bun. So this is the keto option. So they made the bun out of cheese.
That's out of cheese. Out of cheese. Eli.
Hey.
Ooh,
that's good.
is that good? Tell me about it.
It is cheesy, and it's very greasy too.
All right.
That's a good thing. I know. I like that.
And it has a lot of nutrients to it.
All
Nutrients.
the good stuff. Yeah, I know.
You think you're raising a future food expert, though?
You know, I don't think so, because he likes it, but he's more of so if you don't know Eli, like, you know, like other people do, he loves the Lord, and Eli has no there's whenever he wants to pray for somebody or wherever he wants to like lay hands on somebody, he's
bold.
very bold.
Yeah.
So I think this is helping him out to either approach people or be able to witness to people, because he's done that, and he has no problem like, oh, you know, I'm having a bad day, and he's like, you know, hey Dad, you know, Jesus loves you, and things like that. So I think maybe being in front of the camera and doing that is adding some boldness to be able to witness to other people.
Yeah. He said,
He's
this is
gonna
really
go
good.
back.
Hold this
He's
mic.
pulling a Kurt. It's like, hey, let me eat this instead.
It's like, Eli, we got a show to do, man. What do you?
Yeah, look at him. You're like a tiger.
Love it.
Yeah, but that's, you know, so that's kind of like a hope that this kind of experience kind of helps him out to do that.
Yeah, you know, being how old is Eli?
8.5. I'll be 9 this year.
8 and a
About
half,
to be
he'll
9?
yeah.
Okay. You know, at a young age, just getting used to being in front of a camera, talking, have a conversation, shaking people's hands, that's very important.
It
you know,
is,
and I would
yeah.
say he's way ahead of a lot of other kids.
Yeah, because you know,
What kind of bird? I'm not going to eat that, but I'm just going to one.
I'll show you what kind of burger we got here.
you know, the thing is with
Yeah.
a lot of like, he likes to be in front of, he likes to do the iPad and everything, but
Yeah.
it's really great that you know, he's able to. I think every kid should have the opportunity to either be in front of the camera, or whether it's going to a camp or getting into broadcasting at school, you know, being able to do that, because later on it's really good in conversation to be able to look at somebody and be able to talk to them.
And the coolest part is that they're going to be doing things like, you know, presentations where they have
Yeah.
to get in front of the class, and he's kind of learning that
Speech.
at this age.
Yeah.
Does he ever run the cameras? Do you ever teach him how to like edit or?
He takes pictures. He's into coding right now, so I think that's one of the things that is in his interest is in.
There, DJI just released a new tool, I guess, and it works with coding, but it's a little robot. It's a movable robot that has a camera on it, so you teach it like how to run on this track and whatnot.
Yeah.
Have you seen
Did
it?
you bring more?
No, I haven't. Desserts.
Y'all got some dessert. What is this?
Oh, fried what? Oreos.
Oh,
You can't?
let me see this
I
one
will.
right here. Got it. I'm going to
Kurt.
eat one of those.
So we can see we got some fried Oreos. Right here, we're at Burger Nation hanging out. Mike and Tony have been awesome. Open the door so we could have our program here today. Right now we're talking to Joe Perez with Texas Chronicles. We got Eli Perez with Texas Chronicles, History, Mystery, and Adventure here in Burger Nation. But here's a reminder. If you like, share, comment a burger emoji on this video, if you're watching on Facebook, you have the opportunity to win a gift card to Burger Nation. So if you've tried it, then you already know what you're going to get. If you haven't been, that's a great opportunity to come for the first time, and you'll do it for free.
Does this count as breakfast, like fried Oreos?
I think so. I think
for
so.
breakfast? Oh, man.
Oh my gosh.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, I think it counts.
Try it. It's hot.
Hey, I was gonna kind of talk about really quick. What I was gonna, we talked about witnessing to people.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know you guys know, but we're joining forces with Telestai.
Yes.
And we are gonna help them get the word out about the Telestai life.
Also, our allies.
Our allies. What are we in the war?
Our allies are Telestai.
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 And we don't have no enemies right now.
Yeah,
We
so no.
don't have any enemies right now, but we have only one ally.
Yeah.
You know, whenever I met Josh, and he introduced to Telestai, I was through a friend of ours named Chevy, mutual friend, but I didn't know exactly what it meant.
Yeah.
I didn't know all the ways it was used in history,
Yeah.
and it's a great witnessing tool. So if you see Telestai, a lot of people may ask, be like, hey, what does that say, or what does that mean?
Yeah.
It's really neat.
So that is, when he came to me and he told me what it meant, I thought it was a great idea, because you're becoming a walking, you're asking for an appointment, and that's what I call it. So when people ask you, oh, well, what does Telestai means? Well, then you could tell them, what it means, and it's you're okay. So you're able to witness to them, and I just think it's a great. idea, and I think that ministry is okay. Well, why don't you go ask Mr. Tony for some water?
Mr. Tony?
He's up there. Up there. But I think it's a great witnessing tool, and I think it's gonna. And I really hope that it becomes a movement, And there's just a whole bunch of different avenues where people can because a lot of times, I mean, you go throughout life and no one's ever asked you, well, what do you believe in, or for me, it's like, oh, why are you so happy? Well, I always tell them, well, it's the Lord, it's Jesus. That's why I'm so happy, and I'm able to witness to people. But that just is asking for you to go ahead and open up and be able to witness to people. So through the Telestai shirt or the bumper stickers, there, it's an easy way for you to witness to people.
Definitely.
It is. It's awesome, and it's a message that we promote as well, and we love to give. But how does that relate back to food?
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
Well, Texas Chronicles isn't all about food. I mean, it's one of the things that we promote, but it's about anything Texas. And
I think that sometimes you forget that.
I think people forget that, but of course,
Water, because you could just get water.
that, so people think that we just do only food, but we don't. And really, it's anything about Texas. But we try to, because being a believer, we try to kind of every once in a while add something that either promotes somebody or promotes an organization or promotes, like, some people like Telestai, because now that we have quite a few followers, that we're able to share that. And I have no I like to tell people that I'm a believer, and this is my foundation, so why not include that on our page every once in a while?
I agree. That's awesome. So check out Telestai. I believe it's telestailife.com, or you can just Google, and it might be difficult to remember, but it looks like it sounds. Telestai.
Yeah.
And it means it is finished.
It is finished, right?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
It is finished.
Who said that?
Jesus.
That's right.
On the cross.
That's right. So we have a couple minutes left. We probably have about 5. And right now we're talking to Joe Perez. We got Eli Perez here as well, and we are at Burger Nation where there's fried Oreos. There's a ton of options right here in front of us. It's going down.
Here's my last word.
Hold on, let me talk.
I really enjoy the fact that they bring out this food. Like, it's.
What are you looking forward to? I think you're going to order the Kickstart. That's what you
Yeah,
said.
I'm going to get the Kickstart burger when we're all said and done.
Well, why not use this as a warm-up?
I did. I had some Oreos.
Oh, that's true.
You've got to wet your whistle.
I did. I had to wet my whistle.
What?
It'd be awesome.
Yeah. So, again, hey, let us know what you guys got going on today. I see Josue is watching as well. So, y'all are awesome. No, you're awesome. We love to tell us die, and thank you for doing what you do in the community and just spreading the good news, because people need it. There's a lot of negativity on social media. There's a lot of negativity on the internet. That's why at KHEA Radio, and I know you, Joe, at Texas Chronicles, like to spread those awesome stories that people can kind of see, hey, there's still good going on.
Well, yeah. I mean, that is the main core of what we do. I mean, we never post anything that's like controversial, anything that's like, political. We just want to keep it Texas and keep it positive. So that's one of the things that we do, and we want to be able to also continue with that whenever we're in the community and whenever we talk to people, and we want to always keep it positive because we want to let our light shine bright, and that's what we want to do.
One of the things that I really enjoy about your page is you do share some stuff that it's like eye-catching a little bit too, but it's like, oh, that happened today, or that happened in this place. A lot of the San Antonio food is really good. The San Antonio Live.
So David Elder is, and let me tell you something about that. If you watch, I will. When you watch his videos, he shoots everything on his iPhone.
Really?
Yes. So,
No, that
yes.
video looks so good.
So and he works for the radio for the broadcast for the one of the stations out in San Antonio, and I thought he had a guy come in, with a nice, HD camera, whatever, but he shoots everything on his iPhone. So that's how awesome it's getting. The iPhone technology with the iPhone X, I think now, the quality of the video when you look at it, you can't tell that it's not shot on a DSLR. So the quality is great. So that's where we're going. We're going to, to being able to have broadcast quality images coming out of your phone.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But no, he does great stuff. He does a lot of stuff, and we're really big fans, and we share his stuff out.
Yeah, it's good. It's good quality food, and then some of the stuff, it's like
Makes me jealous.
Yeah, it's like out of the ordinary kind of stuff, like out of the ordinary food.
Yeah.
That I'm like, wait, they make that?
Well, because you only, that's his. He's a food reporter, so that's your job. You come into work and you're like, where are we going today? Like you guys have the radio station, so that part of this is it's a small chunk of what you do. It's the same thing with us, but you go into work and you're like, okay, where are we gonna go? So his content is really good, and I'm sure he talks to other people and say, okay, well this is a great place to go. But that's his job.
Yeah,
that's what he does.
I know you've seen the HTX Plus because I saw you share an article from there.
Yeah.
But I know they are doing like that positive spin on stuff. I know they went into Moody Gardens and Kinsetta and then some other stuff that was off the wall. But I think that's great. That even the networks are picking up on that. Hey, we need to like focus and do these super positive things.
So let me tell you the influence that we have. So the news organizations, some of them, they see this. Because when we post a video, we get a lot of views and we get a lot of comments. When you guys post a video, and before there hasn't been the positivity stuff, or there hasn't been the kind of the things that we do, and you're starting to see more and more not radio stations, a lot more news stations kind of start to do
almost
a little
the exact same format.
same format,
Right.
because that's and knowing that we're kind of like, of course, I'm not the first one to do it. I used to love growing up. I used to watch The Eyes of Texas, and that's where I wanted to start doing things, going and traveling and going and do those things. But you're on the forefront of a movement, of a positivity movement, and you'll start to see other places emulate what you guys are doing because it's such a great thing, and it's something that people need in their life,
Mm-hmm. And I think that the bigger networks are realizing, hey, people are accessing content social media. People are accessing it through the internet now. Man, we need to be focusing on that a lot more than we have been, and doing stuff like directly for that.
And look at I-45 now. I mean, gosh, TJ has done an amazing job over there, but he's on the forefront of because they're all based in Houston, so they have to drive or send a helicopter. I mean, here he is doing local stuff, and it just has blown up. And I think people are looking for that. I mean, I think he's on the forefront, honestly. I mean, just think about where he's going to be next year. I mean, and it's just amazing, and it's non-biased, and it's just the facts. This is what happened. This is what's going on, and I think the content is amazing, and I think what he has is just going to keep on going strong.
We agree.
We agree as well. It's kind of cool to see. We've talked about it before, where it's like we got to be able to take this to the world, and the world is through the internet, Facebook, and positivity.
Yeah. And by the way, we're all 3 partners with I-45 now, so content partners.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Go Eli, that content partners. Man, you look like you're struggling. Are you falling asleep now?
You falling asleep?
Stuffed.
That's what Burger Nation will do to you. Get you stuffed.
Hey, it's 11 o'clock. We are out of time. This has been
man.
Kickstart. It's KHEA
Again?
Radio. Yeah, I mean, we can go. Want to go for another 2 hours? We'll skip some meetings.
No, we got some meetings. We got to get a taco cook-off to the people, for the people,
And plus,
by the people.
People need to eat this. The people that we're talking about, and that could be us. So
Yeah, so come on down to Burger Nation NASA if you get a chance. We're going to be here for just a little bit longer. We are giving away that gift card. If you want to like, share, comment a burger emoji, you have a chance to win. We'll make that winner later today, so that you have a chance to win as well. And go check out our Honda of Clear Lake video. We have a chance to win a free oil change as well.
and some shirts. Don't forget those.
15 winners. 15!
Yeah.
15. Wow.
15 winners. So go and check
That's
that out,
awesome.
please.
Joe, thank you for joining us. Eli, thank you for joining us. Is there anything else that you'd like to share?
No, just go and like if you haven't our Texas Chronicles page. You wanted something to say?
Well, it's hard to say, but actually, it's hard to actually go now. But
So watch Eli on watch Eli
Yeah.
and some of the newer content that we have, and especially our kids show that's coming up. But hey guys, if you have if you have liked our page, we want to say thank you so much for liking and sharing and commenting on our other things that we produce. And we want to say thank you because we do love our viewers, and just we're going to keep on putting out good material. So thanks guys.
and do like our videos for upcoming events.
Yes.
I love it.
Love
All right.
it.
Hey, y'all be blessed today. Have a good one.
Yeah, coming up later on Monday at 8:30, we are going to be having our show Kickstart. We're going to be talking to Jamie from about an awesome young professionals club, and then also we're going to be making a major announcement at 10 o'clock about some future stuff for KHEA Radio. We hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.